subjects of wealth, property and financial abuse. She's also an official advocate for White Ribbon Australia. All the money that you donated into the Blue Ball shootout, $25 that you paid into your entry fee, the $100 that's being paid to each player that makes a century break, all of those are being matched in terms of donations that go to the White Ribbon Foundation, and then Reventon and Chris Christophe are doubling those donations. So we would like you to pay attention to what Marion has to say and listen to the fact that we feel that the aims of the White Ribbon Foundation agree very closely with what the BBSA and the ABSC wish to achieve. This is a game which is ostensibly played by gentlemen. Now, it is also played by ladies, and they call fouls on themselves, they are always respectful towards the referees, they enjoy the game, and they play it in an atmosphere of respect for everybody else in the room. The White Ribbon Foundation is very much about respect, and it's what we would like to see. So, as an official advocate for White Ribbon Australia, Marion travels around Australia speaking to men about how they could be part of the solution for ending violence against women and children. Tonight she's come along to say thank you to you for the efforts that you've made to support the White Ribbon Foundation, and also to exhort you to adopt all their precepts in your behaviour, both here at a snooker table in a venue, but also at home. We're all about ending violence against women and children, and we're about showing respect for all people that we meet in our lives. Marion Mays.
Facing this way. So,
yes,
to be behind me, but I have my back to. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start the evening by just saying thank you to each of you. As Paul mentioned, the money tonight that you've donated is going to be equally matched by Reventon. This was healthy. So this evening I'd like to share a couple of things with you. Firstly, who White Ribbon is, our vision, our purpose, and some basic facts about domestic violence. So firstly, White Ribbon is the world's largest movement of men and boys working together to end violence against women and girls. Our vision is quite simple. It's a vision for all women and girls to live safely, free from all forms of violence and abuse. And our purpose is, with the help of men and boys, we focus on the prevention of stopping violence before it happens. Unlike many other organisations that intercept and support domestic violence after it's happened, White Ribbon is about, through the help of you gentlemen, preventing violence before it actually happens. Some basic facts. Not my favourite part, but certainly very important. 1 in 3 women have experienced domestic violence of some description, which means there's a high probability that every person in this room this evening knows somebody who is affected of violence. If you think of your mothers, sisters, aunts, female colleagues or friends. Statistically, police deal with 657 domestic violence matters every day. That's 1 every 2 minutes. Yeah, wow. So if you're sitting here and thinking it's not prevalent, 1 every 2 minutes. 1 phone call for domestic violence every 2 minutes here in Australia. Sadly, children are present. This is probably the saddest statistic for me. Children are present in 1 out of every 3 family violence incidents that police are called to attend. In terms of the statistics around deaths, in 2016 we saw 80 women killed, murdered by domestic violence as a result of domestic violence. In 2017 the number dropped slightly to 73 women murdered by domestic violence. And this year we're still waiting obviously for final figures to be released. So what can you do? As a man, there are 3 things that you can do to be a champion for change. The first one is to take the White Ribbon Oath, and whenever I speak on behalf of White Ribbon, we always invite men to take this oath. And that is, I will stand up, speak out, and act to prevent violence against women. The second thing that you can do, which you've all done this evening and we thank you generously for, is donate so that we can continue our work. And last but not least, lead by example as men. Refuse to engage in sexist comments, their jokes that intimidate women, the locker room boys behaviour. So in closing, again, I'd like to thank each of you for your generosity in donating this evening. And also, I'd like to thank the Reventon group and Chris Christophe for matching those donations that you've made that will go towards White Ribbon. So thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to introduce the combatants for the final. Firstly, from Victoria, Aaron Mahoney. And his opponent from Western Australia, Ben Johl. And the referee for the final will be Kim Ivett.
Yeah.
We're very lucky to be able to have this venue. We're extremely fortunate to be able to have the class of players that we've had play in this tournament. I invite all of you to enjoy the evening's entertainment and see the manner in which these players have performed. During the course of the tournament, we've had 4 century breaks. For each of those century breaks, there has been $100 donated to Reventon, and there has been $100 donated to the White Ribbon Foundation, and Reventon have matched that as well. So every time somebody's made a century break, it's effectively meant $200 to the White Ribbon Foundation. And that only comes about because we have players of the calibre that we do, right? They perform in a way that is really incredibly impressive. We are very fortunate to have had people who've travelled from interstate to be part of this competition, and we're very fortunate to have had the different venues that hosted all the competitions on Friday. And so on behalf of the VBSA and the ABSC, I'd like to thank all those people who've been involved, all the venues, the venue directors, the way in which the whole tournament was supported on Friday. Yesterday, we could not have got through the day without the efforts of the referees and also the players being so cooperative. We managed to run a plate event today because of the fact that the players were so cooperative. And I'm sincerely hopeful that we will run more plate events, and we may even run plate events at the same time as some of the finals are going on, etc. Because when we have people in the room playing the game, this is the greatest venue in the world, right? And it's what we want to see, and it's what we want to enjoy, and we're very fortunate to have this possibility. I've been lucky enough to be in the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield when the World Championships are being played, and the atmosphere is quite electric. And when we have the players that we do of this calibre, and they're performing in the way in which they are, the atmosphere in this room is quite electric. And so I encourage all of you to be as involved as possible in any tournaments that are going. I encourage all of you to appreciate the efforts that are put in by the organisers and the way in which things actually happen, and support the board of the VBSA and the executive of the ABSC in everything that they're trying to achieve. But our primary focus tonight has been to say that we are extremely pleased to be able to support the White Ribbon Foundation, because this manner of respecting everybody in our society and standing up for being against the things where people denigrate and demean people shows that this is what we're about. We are about protecting and respecting everybody in our society. So I thank you all for everything that you've done to help us out. Could I ask, please, that everybody checks that their mobile phone is turned off, and I will leave the match in the hands of Kim, but I'm unsure where Ben Judge is. No, thank you. Yes, I know. I asked you to be back in the past 6. I said that we probably wouldn't start with that, yeah. Okay. So, as soon as Ben walks in the room, we'll get him over here, we'll get photos taken with the players, and then we'll get underway.
Where's Judgy? You got local music? I'll get some. Let's get some local music for judges.
Sorry,
Just getting.
yeah, best of 9 and I said to him that we were aiming to be underway by 7. He said, be back at 6:30.
Just getting them done. Kenny's local music.
This is, you know, Dan, they think normally
Judgy's local music.
I'll get done for copyright later.
That's his walker music. That's his walker music.
Do you want Kim in?
I'll do what.
You tell me.
Yeah. God, that's intimidating, that big lens. Jesus.
I'll get a couple more. Big smile, Paul.
If you have to chase number 5, I won't be. I'm not very photogenic, sorry.
Thank you, Mary.
George.
Yes. Still is, it still is. No,
You may certainly stay. And, okay.
just talking about it.
She get away with it.
Women's all right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Numbers of yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the final of the Reventon Classic between Aaron Mahoney and Ben Judge. My name's Reynen in commentary with Johl Younger. Good evening, Johl.
Good evening, Lee. This looks like it's going to be a very interesting final. Both guys have played some brilliant snooker to get through to the final of this event. One of the biggest tournaments we've had, I think, in Australia. I'm not exactly sure of the statistics, but yeah, look, it promises to be a great final. There's a lot at stake, so it's going to be a great final.
Yeah, absolutely, and the work that, the sponsorship that Reventon have done with all the tournaments in the snooker scene at the moment is just phenomenal, and the donations to White Ribbon for from each entry and also for each century break is just absolutely fantastic. Great work to him for it.
Absolutely, yeah. Chris Doffey and his team at Reventon, we can't thank them enough. It's just a pleasure to get to the opportunity to play in events like this with fantastic conditions and fantastic prize money and money going towards the White Ribbon Foundation, as you said. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, they're just doing their photo ops before the final commences, but yeah, you're dead right, Joel. The work that Chris has done with all this sort of stuff is very revolutionary for the snooker scene in Australia. It's something that no one would have thought of doing prior to now, and now that's happening, it's really like elevating the snooker scene in Australia to a whole new level.
Absolutely. It's just fantastic what he's doing. He's got some really big goals that he wants to, for tournaments and stuff, and prize money levels and that he wants to achieve. So the future's looking bright for Australian snooker, and all thanks to Chris Christofi and Reventon. I think people are likening Chris to the Barry Hearn of snooker in the UK. He wants to try and really, get the sport out there. So everybody, we've got to try and support Reventon. So if anyone needs a home loan or anything like that in the snooker fraternity, give Chris a call at Reventon, and they'll be able to help you out. They've got accounting, they've got home loans. They're into everything. So give them a buzz.
Yeah, absolutely. And the main thing is Chris, by doing this, is trying to regenerate the interest into the snooker scene. You've seen, I was talking to Brett Rogers earlier, he came back and started playing again, and he's looking to get back into it a lot more. You probably look at some of the older, very experienced players trying to come back and make a bit of a comeback tour and
definitely
see how they go. I know Stan Gorski played as well.
Yeah, Robby Foldvari.
Yeah,
Robbie's another one that made a comeback. So, it's fantastic. It's getting all the players that had sort of lost interest in the sport. We're a little bit disillusioned because the prize money and the conditions just wasn't moving forward, and it's fantastic that Chris is generating some real excitement.
Yeah, and I've certainly noticed, being involved in the pool scene and with other tournaments and so on, that a lot of the big ex-professional or very high level snooker players have reverted back to playing in the 8-ball scene and so on, and it really is a shame. I started playing snooker with some really high level players, and to see them not playing the game anymore, it's really quite sad, really.
It is, yeah. No, you did right. And it's thankfully that Chris has come on board. I think he's been sponsoring snooker now for a few years, and it's getting bigger and bigger. I think he started out possibly sponsoring the Australian title, I think, and then he's moved on to other events. And as I said, the future's looking really bright. I think we're not far away from getting started. They're just shaking hands now, so I think Aaron's won the toss, and I think he's about to break.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
best of 9 frames.
Best of 9. There will be an interval.
$10,000 first prize.
Who do you like in the final, Johl?
I think Aaron starts favourite. If I was a bookmaker, which I'm not, but I think they played the final. These two players actually played in the last ranking event final in Australia, and Aaron was the winner. I think it was 5 frames to 1. So Aaron, that was I think it was the Queensland Open. So we've got the two players playing the same back-to-back finals of Australian ranking events. Aaron won that quite convincingly, so I think he's got to start favourite.
Yeah, I watched a bit of the live stream earlier today, and look out. Don't know if he got a bit of a roll there or what, but I wouldn't have expected him to run that in off, not at that pace.
Yeah, he was just trying to leave the white ball down in the bottom jaws of the pocket just to make it tough for Aaron, but he hasn't done a lot of damage there, so I don't think he'd be too concerned.
No, as I was saying, watching some of the stream, the way I saw Ben playing, right, and seeing him playing in other tournaments and so on and so forth. I reckon Ben's a really big show for this. He's really played really strong.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's got. I think he's playing the best snooker of his career. He's just beaten James Missett, who a lot of people fancied to win the tournament. me included. So I think if he's taken James out and he's beaten Robby the match before, he's just he's a really tough match player. He just doesn't give you an inch, and I really admire the way he plays. And I mean, Aaron's the same. I've been playing snooker against Aaron for 28 years. I thought about this morning when we had to play each other. We've been fighting it out. Aaron's the same. He's just he just doesn't give you an inch. His safety's fantastic. They've both got great defensive games.
If I remember right, Aaron got a lot of coaching off the late Peter Gray, if I remember correctly.
Is that? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did.
Peter was very big on the defensive and safe aspects of the game. So.
Yep. No, I think he's definitely taught Aaron well there. His safety is just it's first class. Whenever he's playing safe, he always makes it awkward for you. You can't see the sides of the sides of the pack that you want to see, and he really makes it difficult. So. But his long potting today has been really good. So he's come through 2 deciding frame matches, Aaron, and he's played well when he's been under pressure. He played a really good match, I thought, in the semi-final against Adrian Ridley. Adrian was potting well. I think Aaron had a century break in the first frame, and then Adrian came back with another break and led 2-1. And it ended up eventually Aaron came out the winner 4-3 in a really high quality contest.
Yeah, Adrian was actually my pick for the tournament. The way he's been playing lately, he had a couple of little health concerns and so on, but he's come back and he's played really strong. So yeah, he was my pick for the tournament.
Yeah, no, he can count himself a little bit unlucky that deciding frame. They're both just playing him to safety here, just chipping away. He's left him
I think he's left him this long red near the yellow, near the left bottom corner.
Yeah, Aaron's long potting is just has been really good. His safety and his long potting really high quality. So he's in with a chance here. I think he's got a pink to the middle. The blacks, it's going to be a little bit tricky with the black, but I think they'll both just be, a little bit nervous. It's a big occasion for both of them. Probably the biggest match they've both played, I imagine.
Absolutely, for a $10,000 first prize, there's certainly a lot riding on it.
Yeah, so they'll both be a bit nervous. It's always good to get that first frame under your belt with the nerves and stuff. So Aaron's got a good opportunity here.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of loose threads here. So if Aaron can really get in, he might have to go up towards the blue here. Not sure. Very dangerous. If it rolled just that little bit more, he wouldn't have been on the pink. But
one thing I noticed today, we watched Aaron play in a couple of his matches. He stays down on the shot until almost until the ball stops rolling, and I think it's a really good habit to when you're under pressure and it stops the body movement, and he seems to almost stay until at least the ball's in the pocket. Sometimes you're not sure whether he's missed the shot because he's stays down. He's quite still on the shot.
It's a difficult shot here, but he'll just play into the red and hold and push the red towards the bottom corner.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot. This is a great opportunity for Aaron to stamp his authority on the match.
Absolutely.
I was chatting to Steve Mifsud today, one of Australia's greatest ever players, and he was talking about statistically in matches, if we look throughout our careers, how often when we've won the first frame, you know, as players, and gone on to win the match. He was saying he believes that the statistic is very high. You know, if you can win the first frame, generally, you know, it holds you in really good stead to win the match.
Oh, absolutely. Certainly put a bit of concern into your opponent. They're already, especially when you lose that first frame, you always get that seed of doubt happening. Aaron's taken this absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, he's going to be very hard to beat. I feel here, Aaron. He's one of the just toughest competitors on our circuit here in Australia. He's got every dimension to his game. He knows when to attack and when to defend, and under pressure he's got great composure. I noticed that today when there was I think it was 2-2, and there was an interesting call on a foul miss, which I thought Aaron was a bit unfortunate not to be given the foul miss, and he didn't let it affect him at all. He lost that frame to go 3-2 down, and a lot of players would have let it affect them in the match. And it was funny. Steve Mifsud and myself watching the match, and we looked over, and Aaron was sort of just, you know, had a smile on his face and didn't seem to have a care in the world. He's got great composure.
Yeah, he's been around the game for a long, long time. He knows that you get calls for and against, so his mental toughness is what wins him a lot of the frames that he plays.
Absolutely.
We stun this down for the...
Yeah, he's probably the best player in Australia. Like at the moment, if you went on current form, he's won the last event. Not sure what his ranking is currently in Australia, but he's won the last event, and he's heavy favourite, I'd say, to go back to back here. Tournament wins.
It's a nice 50 break at the moment.
Yeah, it'd be nice just to calm the nerves a bit. And he'll be happy here just to leave all the reds. I don't think he's landed on that red, but just not to disturb, because he's built a 60-point lead. He'll be happy just to keep the black tight and keep all the reds tight. Let Ben make Ben force the issue. So Aaron, he wants to leave the black in there and leave all the reds there. It's sort of when you build up a 60-point lead, players will often start to look at trying to kill the colours, just as a bit of added insurance. So Ben's got his work cut out for him here.
I actually thought Ben might have tried to get a couple of those reds out off that safety.
Yeah, maybe an attacking safety where he promotes them. I think Aaron will just roll. He'll either just roll up to it or just a thin nick. Just try and keep the reds. Try and keep the reds all in there.
He'll be going for the rightmost red on the bottom row. Try and knock it out and bring the white ball back up to ball.
Yeah, and Ben's had a great tournament. He's knocked out Robby Foldvari in the quarterfinals, and Matthew Bolton, who's been sort of dominating the Australian circuit the last few years, and he's been over in England, and he's knocked Matthew Bolton out, who was one of the favourites for the tournament. He's knocked out Robby Foldvari and James Mifsud in the semis. He's probably been a little bit of a surprise packet, but he's really doing everything right at the moment, Ben Judge.
Well, that's the thing with Ben. You can never ride him out in whatever cue sport he decides he wants to play.
Absolutely.
I know I played him at the Australian 9-ball championships, and Yeah, he gave me a bit of a lesson there.
Wow, he's played a great shot there.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
He's played an attacking safety, trying to open the Reds up, and so you'll have one guy that'll be trying to keep things tight, which is Aaron with the 60-point lead, and Ben will be trying to play aggressive safeties where he trying to open the Reds up and the black up, but still getting the ball safe.
He's got half a chance here. The red above the pink, he can play it as a bit of a shot to nothing, run the cue ball back up, and if it goes in, he can take one of the ball colours and make his way back down. Very hampered queuing here, though. Aaron will try and kill this red. That's a great shot.
Yeah, I've noticed today watching Aaron's matches, he very rarely. A lot of players when they play safe, they cannon into the yellow or the brown or the blue, and Aaron, he's got a great ability to miss the colours and leave it as awkward as possible for the incoming player. It's a really great skill that he has. His safety's very impressive.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. It just shows time and time again just how awkward he can make it for his opponent. Ben's got a shot on this red, but he's going to be running into a lot of traffic here.
Yeah, it's just kind of the wrong angle, I think, unless he can hold for the pink in the middle. It's a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
He's got a chance now to get the white in behind the brown and the yellow.
He's got a shot to nothing here, the red to the right hand side of the pink spot. Right, he might have tucked that one to the bottom left corner. I think he actually made an attempt on that ball and missed it by a fair distance.
Yeah, I think he was going for that with a bit of safety in mind.
See this one a bit too thick. Oh, the Johl came to his rescue there.
Johl came to his aid, didn't it? Yeah.
You notice when Aaron plays his shot, he's very much a rock at the table.
Yeah.
He does not move.
Absolutely.
He really does not move. Ben got away with that one.
Yeah. It could have been worse there. Aaron just won't. He'll want to leave the black tied up because he's got that 60-point lead, and he's nearly got the snooker behind the blue there. He's just missed, but he's in a really commanding position with the black tied up. Ben needs to somehow get the black back into play.
I don't know if it's the nerves getting to Ben or what it is. I watched in his semi-final match, his long potting was actually quite good. And this one he seems to be out of fairway. Yeah, that's a great shot.
That's a great shot.
Really,
that's a great shot.
That is beautiful.
He's been doing that all day, Aaron. Yeah, as I said, he rarely hits the bowl colours. He seems to always find the gap and make it really hard.
He has that cue ball on a string. You can very
He
much
does.
say that.
He does. He's yeah, it's pretty tricky here. I think he's gonna come off the left-hand side cushion and try and nuzzle up against those reds at the bottom of the table.
Yeah,
Problem is, if he leaves Aaron only needs 2 reds and a colour to tie the frame up.
he's going to have to run this off the side rail near that centre pocket with a fair amount of left-hand side.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very tough.
Yeah, that hasn't worked out well.
Very tough, yeah. So he's left Aaron on the red.
Yeah.
He's got an option of reds to either.
See, the shot I was looking at was the other side of the centre pocket, like the balk end of the centre pocket, with right-hand side to bring the cue ball down on a much sharper angle.
Aaron, I think he'll be just trying to pot this red and a hold for the pink. Oh no, I think he's played for the black there. I thought he would have just tried to play for the pink. Landed a little bit awkward here. This is a tough black.
This is a tough shot, especially into a blind pocket.
That's a great shot.
He's cued that very nicely.
That's a great shot. I think he's got a shot on the red here, so he's got a 68 point lead, and there's 75 on the table. So if he pots one more red, that'll leave Ben needing snookers. So he just wants to make sure of this red. He doesn't really need to play position. The main thing is just to pot the red and leave him needing snookers. It's frame ball, so that's
Oh, yeah.
he's got
He got very lucky with that
got a bit lucky there, didn't he? He hasn't left him a shot. That was a little bit fortunate. So he's giving him a little bit of a lifeline. It's still going to be tough.
I reckon if that red rolled about another half ball, we would have had it straight to the top corner.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. See you later.
Ben's in all sorts of trouble here. Actually played that quite well.
Yeah, there's a clever safety there from Ben.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron does actually hit ball colours from time to time.
Yeah, that's the first time I think I've seen him do it today. He's
That's a very nicely weighted shot.
It's a great safety there from Ben. That's a really, really good shot because he's cut Aaron off from both sides to play safe. The pink's covering the left-hand side of the reds and the black's covering the right-hand side. So he's got to hit this red really thin to go in between the gap, and he's made a mistake there, Aaron. But I think he's been fortunate again. He's actually got out of that. Very, very lucky there.
He's very much got the run of the balls at the moment, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He's that could have could have ended up a lot worse. Ben just hasn't sort of found his feet yet in the match. He's obviously a bit nervous, but he hasn't really had many good opportunities so far.
He's had a few half chances. But
Yeah. Aaron will be trying to get a snooker in behind the brown. He's just overhit that. I find generally when you're getting a little bit of bad luck in these sort of matches, you just keep telling yourself that it'll turn, and you'll get a bit of good luck towards the end of the match. So just try and stay positive and stay patient.
One thing I've noticed with Ben is he's genuinely a very positive sort of person. I spoke to him quite a bit during the Big Guns event. And yeah, he was always very positive. He played a lot of very tough matches there. And same at the 9-ball, always playing tough matches. But he always seems to very much have his head focused the right way.
Yeah.
He doesn't let a lot of things phase him. So.
Yeah, absolutely. He's another one that's got a great temperament. They're both similar in that aspect. They're both very strong mentally and they've got good temperaments. They don't seem to, not much seems to phase these two.
He's got a couple of options here. He can play the yellow and try and force the cue ball down, or he can run the blue to the centre and just sort of drift the white ball down the table a bit.
Oh, it's a pretty bad miss there from Ben. That was a real opportunity to get back into the frame.
He's back in a great position here now. I think Aaron's just going to say thank you very much and just clean it out.
Yeah, it looks like first frame to Aaron. I think Ben's been a bit of a slow starter in his matches. I know he lost the first frame in his semi-final and probably should have lost the second frame to go 2-0 down, and he's about to lose the first frame here, so it's yeah, he's just been a bit of a slow starter against a player like Aaron, who's just so solid. Just he doesn't have any weaknesses in his game. It's important to get off to a good start, so he really want to win this next frame coming up.
And if you get some half chances against someone like Aaron, you very much need to capitalise on them.
Absolutely. Yeah, once he gets his tail up, he's very hard to peg back because his safety's so good and his long potting's exceptional.
One thing I've always found with Aaron, once he gets in amongst the colours, his break building is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful to watch.
Absolutely.
He doesn't take his time, he just runs around the table, knows the shot, just gets down and plays. A little bit short on that one, but he's already got the frame secure.
Yeah, the frame's secure, so I don't think he'll be too fussed. And Ben concedes a frame, and first blood to Aaron. 1-0 in a 1-0 in a best of 5 final of the Reventon Classic. It's yeah. If anyone wants a home loan out there, don't forget to call Reventon. Chris Christophe and his team at Reventon they'll sort you out. Chris, a valued sponsor of our tournaments.
Accounting and financial planning are looked after in an exceptional capacity, all under the same roof. When hiring Reventon, you are hiring a team of professionals to support you in your investment and financial decisions. Your future is Reventon's future. So, let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow, today.
perfect broken. Snooker behind the green.
Aaron's got a shot at a long red here. Started in for the black, but he's missed it, and he's got lucky there again. He's definitely having the early run of the ball here, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was going to leave a red on to the bottom right pocket, but he's been very fortunate there. So he's definitely had the run of the ball in the early parts of this final.
Oh, he was just hoping to miss that contact, and which would have pretty much given him full ball snooker on all the reds.
Yeah, often when players are having a bit of luck, their opponents can sometimes let the luck get to them a little bit and have an impact on their future shots. But that's, as we were talking about earlier on, where Ben's got great composure and he won't let that get to him. And he's got a bit of an opportunity here with a long red. Trying to get into the match here at 1-0 down. He hasn't really had many opportunities.
No, not at all. I thought he might have played that one just a little bit softer and just held it for the blue, but he certainly had a bit of secondary safety in mind.
Yeah, I think often with those long ones, when you feel more confident potting the ball with a bit of pace rather than rolling them in, it makes the pot that bit harder. Just if you put a little bit of unintentional side on the white ball or anything. So I know myself, when I'm under a bit of pressure and with a long shot, I just prefer to punch it in, feel a little bit more confident. We're trying to come down a little bit closer to the reds. This is a tough shot he's left himself here, Ben. I thought he would have tried to come down and get a bit closer.
I actually thought he might have played off the green, just drawn straight back.
Yeah. Now this is a tough shot, but he's going to get position on the black if he makes the red.
So left Aaron a great opportunity. It's pretty much all there.
Yeah, Aaron's just going to try and pot this red and hold for the black.
Like I was saying before, once Aaron gets in around the black and the pink, he's just very composed. He's done these sorts of so it's essentially a practice drill for him.
Absolutely. Good opportunity here, Aaron, to make a sizable break. I just hope it's not too sizable, because I currently hold the high break prize, and and I don't want him to steal 500 off me. So anything under 126 is good, Aaron.
Someone got very close to that yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, Steve Nifsud made 124, and I think Aaron had 100 breaks in the semi-final, I think. And I think James Mifsud, I think there's been 4 centuries so far. I think James Mifsud had 111. Yeah, he's got a great opportunity here, Aaron. Yeah, it's just gone a little bit awry there. He didn't want to kiss into that red. He wanted to just get past that red that he kissed into, and then he would have had an option on that red into the bottom left-hand pocket, or this one into the right.
Oh no, he used the red to hold.
Oh, he's had a bit of luck here. He's really had the early running here.
Oh, very much so.
That was a nice kiss to land on the black.
Do you think he'll dig into this and go straight into the pack?
I think he might just play for the red down near the bulk colours. Just roll this in. He could try and open the reds up. Depends how confident he is in the pot, I think, or how aggressive he wants to play. He's got an opportunity to open the reds up. just makes that pot that little bit harder, playing it at pace, whereas you can just roll the red in, make sure of the black, cash it in, and then play for the red down near the bold colours. Yeah, that's the smart shot.
32.
I was taking the red centre of the bunch, centre of the cluster.
Didn't see that
Yeah,
one.
I did not even say that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Just glancing off the other red for perfect position on the black. He's got the perfect position, perfect angle now to play for either of the two loose reds at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just under hit that, made it a little bit awkward.
Yeah, about half to 3/4 ball short. But he can still make the red in the bottom left and just run up table for the blue.
Oh, it's a great pot, and he's opened the reds up, but he's just lost the white a little bit. But he's got a shot at the brown. It's a tough shot.
Yeah,
But
these ones are never easy.
oh, and he's missed it. Now this is a great opportunity for Ben to get into the match. It's the first really good opportunity he's had, so he's really got to take these opportunities against Aaron, because he's not going to get a lot of opportunities like this.
Yeah, he'd want to get a fairly decent break off this visit to really calm the nerves and get his Q arm going, and
Absolutely.
get his confidence up and really put his stamp on the match.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a nice red. Nice position on the black. It's never easy when you're 1-0 down and 40 behind and you haven't won your first frame in a big final. He'll be nervous. He'll be wanting to really take this opportunity to get into this match.
One thing I noticed when Ben was cueing that ball, every time he cued it, his body was moving
Yeah.
quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really bad miss from Ben. I'd expect Aaron to punish him for that mistake. Take this second frame to make it a 2-0 lead in a best-of-9 final. He's just landed a little bit awkward here with this one, Aaron. He's tried to play for position on the blue or pink, but he just landed a little bit close to the blue. So just needs a delicate little screw shot to hold for these.
Yeah, these shots on the blue that he's got here, people look at, oh, he's so close. No, it's very, very easy, but it's actually not. They can be a very, very tricky shot.
Yeah, they're hard to judge the angle when you're really close, and you're worried about the push shot as well. He's played it. He's played it well. He's got a nice
Very
cannon.
well.
Left himself the nice red to the middle.
Yeah.
6.
Oh, he's missed it. That's a bad miss from Aaron.
Now, this is where Ben really needs to get his arm going and really get flying. You won't get a better opportunity than this one.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. He's got the 2 reds on the side rail that are going to be the problem.
With the right angle off the black, there's no reason why you can't dismount those and bring them back out into play.
Oh, it's gone wrong there.
It's not very wrong.
He didn't want to cannon into the red. He just wanted to miss the red and come out for the red in the middle pocket. But it's just landed awkward. Yeah, he's just finding it hard to get into this match so far, Ben is.
Looks like he's going to attack this and come back down table.
Yeah, he's got the opportunity just to either maybe possibly play a little snooker behind the brown, or no, he's attacking it. But no, he's missed that, and he's missed another opportunity there, Ben, and given Aaron a great opportunity to seize the second frame.
Again, that's gone wrong.
Yeah, he just didn't want the contact with that red there. He was trying to play position for the black. But he's got a 39-point lead now, so he can either take on the long green or even just push a colour safe and keep the pressure on Ben. It looks like he's having a go at this green.
Got pretty fortunate there. He hasn't really left a lot on. I reckon Ben was happy with how he was playing it at this point in time. He might have attacked the red down the bottom corner and tried to get position over for the black, but being behind in the frame and on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for Ben in this frame. Just the way the balls are awkward, with the brown safe, 3 reds close to the cushions. Yeah, he's played a bad safety there. He's opened the door for Aaron to should claim the frame here.
He should take this frame out from here. Well, I'd expect him to take the frame.
Yeah, it's always easier when you're on the sidelines. I know that. It's tough out there when you're under pressure and you're trying to pot the balls and you're playing for big prize money and a prestigious title. That's a good shot with the rest.
There's winner of this event, with this being the old city of Melbourne. Does the winner of this event get into the Goldfields Open still?
No, I don't think so. I don't believe so, Lee.
I remember they were doing that. They did that for a few years.
That's right. That was a few years back, yeah. Aaron's got a great opportunity here. So he's 44 in front. He only needs this red to make sure of the red. Now Ben needs snookers. He's 45 ahead.
Yeah, 43 on the table.
Possible 43, yeah. So he doesn't need to do too much here with a white. He just wants to cash the black. Doesn't need to worry about position because then Ben will need a lot more snookers once he puts
that'll leave 52 points in front.
Which will leave him needing 3 snookers if he pots this black. So yeah, he's made sure of that. So it's really looking like Aaron's going to take a 2-0 lead here.
The double on this one. Well, Ben's going to continue on.
Yeah, there are some players on the circuit that may just concede here, but he's a fighter, Ben, and I think he'll just be wanting to pot a few balls and try and get rid of the nerves and feel comfortable at the table. I mean, there's always a chance to win the frame requiring 3 snookers, but it is very unlikely.
Especially against a player of Aaron's calibre. He's growing with his safety, he knows his angles.
That's right.
Biggest issue with playing, that I can see with playing out a frame like this, is if Ben can't get his Q arm going, he can actually build Aaron's confidence up higher.
Yeah, that can sometimes be the case. Yeah, now if he pots the blue or the pink, what's the difference now? So it's so that's definitely frame over now.
That'll be fine.
And Ben's conceded the frame, and Aaron's off to a very handy 2-0 lead. It's going to be very hard to stop from here, Aaron.
In a best of 9 or race of 5, you want to stay in touch for as long as possible. You really do. Giving up 2 frames early, it really puts that pressure on.
Absolutely. But he's a fighter, Ben, and he's won matches from behind. He never gives up. He's got a great attitude, and he'll fight this out to the death. He's one of the nicest guys on our circuit here in Australia. Lovely fella, Ben Judge. And he does a lot of travelling. He travels from all the way from Perth for all the tournaments. He plays every cue sport, snooker, 9-ball, billiards, and 8-ball.
He certainly does.
He really loves. He's got a real passion for cue sports, and he's a fantastic fella. So it's great to see him reach the final here, and yeah, he definitely won't be giving up. He's a real competitor, and but he really needs to win this next frame. I think a 3-0 lead to Aaron, who started the match, I think, as a warm favourite. It's going to be really tough to peg him back with a 3-0 lead.
Oh, absolutely. And I know for a fact in about the last 3 months or so, I know Ben's actually travelled from Perth to Melbourne to play in tournaments, so he certainly gets a frequent flyer miles up on him.
Yeah, he does.
That's a great break off there by Aaron.
Yeah, he's just left him in trouble already here. He's played a pretty aggressive break off there, Aaron. He's opened up. Often the players will only open up 1 or 2 reds, but he's opened up a lot of reds here, and I think he snookered him there. I think he's snookered, or if he can see him, it's.
I think he's got a pathway through to the left-hand side of the group of reds there, but he's got no way.
Yeah, problem is he can't get safe from it. No. He can't even roll up to the red, so I think he's going to have to come off the left-hand side cushion, possibly off 2 cushions. He might just try and dribble up against the red behind the black, to leave it safe for Aaron.
Yeah, it certainly looks like the way he's going with it.
Yeah, try and come off 2 cushions in behind. He's going behind the pack. Yeah, I don't think that's what he was playing for, because he's now left Aaron a really good opportunity. I think he was trying to get in. The one behind the black would have left it safe, whereas this has left Aaron a golden opportunity here to take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, exactly right. And the last thing Aaron needs is another chance. Just hitting the scoreboard early again.
Well, he's been a little bit unlucky there. He didn't want the kiss on that red on the side cushion, so I don't think he can get through to the black here. No, he can't. Oh, that's a great shot on the blue.
Beautiful shot. The next shot is very tricky. He's got a fair bit of distance to cover, and
Yeah, I think he'll just chip off the reds, and try and get the white down behind the brown or the green. He doesn't want to leave Ben a shot on the red that's over the right-hand pocket, so he's going to try and cover it here behind the.
I think he's done just that.
Behind the.
That's a great shot.
Behind the brown, yeah, he's played a great shot. Now, he's been doing that all tournament. He's leaving the white hard up on the cushion, and he's blocked the danger red. Ben will be trying to do the similar thing here. He's got to watch out not hitting the red too thin and canning near the black. Needs a thick contact on this. Yeah, he's hit it a bit too thick. And he's gifted Aaron a wonderful opportunity here. It's just all one-way traffic at the moment. He hasn't been able to find a way into this match. Has been judged.
I think Ben very much wanted to get on the scoreboard first, not have to chase Aaron. He's I don't know what's happened to him from his semi-final to how he's playing now.
Yeah, he looks like
very chalk and cheese.
Yeah, he looks like a different player, doesn't he?
Very much so.
He was so solid, but I guess it's a big occasion, big tournament, big prize money, big title, and he's playing the informed player in the country at the moment. So there's that perceived pressure even when you're not at the table. You know that that Aaron's gunning for you, basically.
Oh,
so.
Absolutely. But Ben would have known exactly what he was up for as soon as he finished his match with James.
Absolutely.
Right, he's played Aaron countless times in major tournaments and so on. So
he just wants to avoid the contact on the yellow, which he's done, and he's just underhit it, I think. Yeah, he wanted a bit of a bounce off the cushion. So he would have had the option of a couple of reds into the bottom right-hand pocket. This is a very difficult red.
you can play this up for the blue anyway. I think he's actually got the pathways straight through all that traffic.
He's missed the red.
He's missed the red.
Now this is a real opportunity for Ben. He's really got to make a decent score here just to get himself into this match.
Absolutely. Looking at the layout there, Ben will want to be making a 60-plus break.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's got an option of the red to the right-hand middle pocket there, just to roll it in. It looks like he's got the right angle, just to roll it in and stop the white for the black. He should have perfect position on the black here and give himself a wonderful opportunity.
Mm.
I don't think he liked the red to the middle because it was hampered queuing, and now this is a tougher red, but he hasn't come back far enough, I don't think, for the black.
No, I think he snowed himself.
Oh no, that's well, can he get through to the black? It's hard to see from this camera angle. Don't think he can get through to the black. Oh, that's a.
Have you got another angle on that, Dan? Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
can't get through to that.
yeah, he can't get through. Yeah, it's a really bad mistake there from Ben. He had to make sure of position on the black. This is a very tricky pink to the middle.
He's played that beautifully.
That's a super shot, but he's just lost position.
Lost position again.
That was the problem, not landing on the black. One semi-mistake turns into a bigger mistake because he wasn't guaranteed position there.
Very much get that snowball effect happening.
Absolutely, Lee, absolutely. That's a very good point. So it's, although the reds appear to be really well placed, he's not on a red here.
And if you look at Ben's body language at the moment, he's actually looking very dejected.
Absolutely, I know the feeling when you're playing in a final and things just aren't sort of going for you and you can't get into the match, and it's a horrible feeling. You just want to get that first frame on the board. Oh,
Tried to play the plant.
Yeah, it was a bit of a loose shot, but he didn't really have many options there because it was hard to play safe with the red over the right bottom corner pocket. But he's just given Aaron another wonderful opportunity here.
Yeah, he's played that very nicely.
Yeah, he's played a good. Yeah, that was a great shot. He played that with a lot of right hand side to check the white back up for either a bulk colour or the blue. He's got a angle on the blue here just to nudge into the reds. He's got to make sure of the pot, and he should be guaranteed position. Yeah, so he's got a number of opportunities here.
I think he'll take the plant on here and just stun off the top row.
Yeah, he's played a good shot. He's left himself the opportunity of the black or the pink to the middle, so he's played for position on both the colours there.
I think the black's very tight. Great job. And that's the difference with someone who's really getting that run of the balls to someone who's really struggling to find it at this point in time.
He just played that black a little bit hard there. He wanted to leave himself a bit of an angle on this red just to stun out for the black. So now he has to play deep screw for the black back into the same pocket. He's played it well.
Played that very well. Did not want to kiss that red.
Yeah, he's just nudged off the red there. He's still got a red to the middle, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to leave that red for the next shot.
Well, that red is still very gettable.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Perfect position on the black.
It's one thing with Aaron. I've noticed all his pots or most of his pots to the centre pocket. You know, he cues them very, very confidently. Very confidently.
I think what Aaron does really well, just chatting to a few of the players, he plays a lot of plain ball, and a lot of the other players feel more comfortable potting balls with a bit of side, running with the angle, and Aaron plays pretty much everything plain ball, and so when you're playing on new cloths, I think it's an advantage to play predominantly plain ball, because on new and old cloths the balls react differently when you play with side. So Aaron doesn't have to make that adjustment whether he's playing on the new cloth or old cloth, because he's generally playing everything plain ball. I think it's a great way of doing things.
I think that's the thing. playing a lot of centre ball. You know, you're right. It takes away a lot of things that can go wrong,
Definitely.
as you were saying, like with different slides and so on. You know, he's just a lot more confident playing the way that he is, and he very much plays his percentages.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So these are new cloths. So, yeah, generally coming from the old cloths in clubs and stuff where most people practice, the ball doesn't throw as much, it doesn't deviate as much when you play with side spin. And a lot of players, when they come to tournaments, they struggle with the new cloths because of the deviation with the side spin, and that's one thing. Aaron keeps it simple. He plays so much plain ball, and I think it's a great way for young players out there learning to play the game, just to keep it simple. But he's missed an easy red there.
Well, that was frame ball. He missed out on that.
Yeah, so this is a lifeline for Ben. Didn't expect him to get this opportunity. So he's 56 behind with possible 67 on the table. So he's got plenty of points. He can take blues and pinks with these reds, and he can still win the frame.
He's only got the one difficult red, which is the one over on the left-hand side rail. I think for Ben's sake, if he just took the open reds and then tried to land on that one, I think that'd be the safer way to do it. So
Yeah.
you can
Yep.
get a bit of a mini break going and get the confidence
Build a
levels
bit of
up
confidence, definitely.
before attempting that rail ball.
So I think he'll just stun this black out, kind of out near the middle of the table. So he's got the option of the two reds, one at the middle and one at the corner.
I'll probably take the one into the centre and play for the blue.
Yeah, I think the one near the corner, I think he'd need the rest. It just depends on how he's feeling.
What I was saying earlier about Ben moving.
Josh, I noticed
a
that
bit more.
movement then. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just moved. That's the nerves. He's feeling really anxious. He wants to get on the board. It's just going to stun this down for the red at the bottom right-hand corner pocket.
Yeah, I think that's a slightly better angle than what he had before. You can just top this through off the side rail, get a nice angle for the black.
Yeah, I think he might even just stun this down for the pink. Hope to leave an angle. Yeah, just, or is he playing? Oh, he could play for the black. Oh no, he's played for the blue. He's just landed the wrong side of the blue now. It's going to make the pot on the red pretty tough. He might pot the blue and then play a really good safety on that red. And it's because yeah, the way he's looking at it, I think he's just going to...
Or would you punch the pink in, come off the bottom cushion, try and get back up behind it?
Yeah, I think he's 2-0 down. Oh, it's a big shot, this one. Wow, he's having a go at it.
I think he's really got to try and be positive with what he does.
Yeah, no, this is a big shot. If he tries to dislodge the red, no, he's just cashed it in. And maybe he can play a good safety here. Maybe he can try and get the white behind the black.
28.
Difficult shot.
So he's 28 points behind now. So any colour, he can afford to pot the red with any colour, and then clear up, and he's got enough points to win. He's gone for the double. Oh, I didn't expect that. He played with a bit of safety there. I didn't expect him to go for the double. But he had position on the black, and he sort of had a bit of safety in mind. But I thought he might have just played a really good snooker and behind the black.
Aaron will most definitely be taking this on.
So this is frame ball. This is a big shot. Oh, he's missed it. I thought it was in. But he's left it safe. He's got a little bit lucky there, Aaron. The red could have landed anywhere. But I think Ben will be... I thought he'd double the red down and try and leave the white in behind the green and the blue. Double the red down near the black. It doesn't look like he's doing it. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so he's got the snooker behind the green. That's a great shot. Oh, has it bounced too much? I think he's got the snooker.
I think he's got it.
This is a bit of a tough snooker to get out of too, because the brown, is the brown in the road of the left-hand side rail. He might have to come off two cushion escape. And the problem is he doesn't want to leave a free ball if he misses the red. Yeah, this is it's a good shot from Ben. It's a great shot. He's back in the game. This is really tough.
That's very much the sort of shot you would have expected Aaron to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's looking at the two cushion escape. He's going to try and play two cushions and nick the red thin and leave the white back in bulk. Oh, he's hit it harder than I expected. And that'll be a foul miss. So Ben will have the option to replace the balls if he doesn't like the shot. He hasn't left him on that red. He's actually got a little bit fortunate there, Aaron. He's definitely had the run of the ball so far in the early parts of this match. Ben just would have wanted to have a shot on the red, and he had the opportunity to clear up. So I think Ben will get these replaced.
He's got a half ball shot at it.
Wow,
and he can play it as pot safety, so...
Oh, that's
a great shot.
That's a great shot. He's overhit it. Yeah, he's overhit it. Yeah, I thought he would have had the balls replaced there. It was he wasn't guaranteed position. Now I think he's got to play a good safety. Try and play the black and leave the white behind the pink and the blue. I think, yeah, I don't know why he didn't replace it. I think he expected Aaron to hit it if they were replaced, but he may not have left it safe. He wasn't, guaranteed safety. Yeah, he just hasn't got it in behind the pink. Bit of a loose safety there from Aaron, and he's given Ben an opportunity here. He can play a thin cut on the yellow and bring the white back down the bulk end for a position on the green. This is a good opportunity with a bit of safety in mind as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a thin cut to the bottom right hand pocket, but he'll have a good shot at the green here if he can make this.
He could take it into either corner.
Oh look, yeah, it looks like he's going to the left hand bottom corner. Bit thick, but has he got the snooker? No, he
don't think so.
Just missed the snooker. Aaron will try and leave the white behind the pink and the black here. No, he's just overhit it.
Wow, that really ripped off that bottom rail, didn't it?
Yeah, I think he played with a bit of side on that. He's left Ben a bit of an opportunity here. This is tough when you're 2-0 down and 23 behind in a big final though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But if he can make this yellow, he's going to get perfect position on the green. That's a great shot.
That's a beautiful shot.
That's a frame-winning shot. That's a super shot from Ben. I'd expect him to clear up from here and get himself into this match. That first frame's always the hardest one to get, Lee.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
He's just trying to compose himself here. This is a big opportunity. He's just worried about someone's just moved in the line of his shot there. He really needs to knock this green in.
Yeah, there's a bit of movement in the background, and yeah, that's not very fair for the players.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's got the perfect angle here on the brown, and we'd expect him to clear up. It's just a matter of if he can compose himself and hold himself together just to clear up here, because this is a frame that we didn't think he'd win. It looked gone for all money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he was, what was he, 60? Was he about
60 odd behind,
60 behind or something? So this would be a huge psychological win for Ben if he can clear up. He's missed it. He's missed it. That's a coach killer, that one.
It's one thing I've said when I've been commentating with Jamie Stevens in the past. A lot of players, when they just roll balls in, right, they're allowing for too much to go wrong. If you cue the ball in, you've got a far greater chance of making the pot.
He just didn't look comfortable on the shot, did he? Sort of. Yeah, now it's looking like 3-0 to Aaron now. And that's a huge blow for Ben. I know how frustrating it is when you get those opportunities and you don't take them. It can be hard to get over those misses in big finals. And I should know because I've lost a few. I lost about 7 finals last year. So I'm an expert. So he's he's 25 behind, so he needs with 13 on the table. So
he needs 2 snookers.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave it. When you get those sort of snookers, you don't want to leave it hard up on the cushion. You want to just leave it a bit away from the cushion so they can go behind it. Just makes it easier to get out of the snooker when he's left the pink right close to the cushion. Oh, he's missed it. Wow, I didn't expect him to miss that. I don't know why he played it so hard. I thought he would have just rolled up to it. That's a bit of a bad miss there from Aaron. So what's that?
He only needs 1 more snooker. And then he can play for the respot. Looked like Aaron was playing the old Marcus double there.
He's played a great shot there, Aaron. That's a super shot. He's got him snookered back.
Ben's very much in a world of hurt here.
Yeah, all he'll be thinking about right now is that brown that he missed. Yeah, that's I know myself, when you miss those opportunities, it's hard to block it out of your mind. But he's got to just forget about it.
He's playing this way. You can see even as he's cueing this, his body movement is moving around here all over the place.
He's played a great shot there.
Yeah, that is a very good shot.
But he needs a snooker to tie, is that right?
Yeah, one snooker to tie.
One snooker to tie, so it's going to be difficult. Very, very hard to get a snooker where the black's placed out in the middle of the table.
But that shot Ben played on the brown. I've noticed I've been watching a fair bit of the World Championships that are on at the moment. I've seen a number of the pro players have a very similar sort of shot with colours on the spots. And they will opt to really punch that in with a bit of stun and come around off 2 rails to get back up to the blue rather than just play a roll in.
Yeah, I think the problem, he just had a bit too much angle. So I think he had to roll it in just to hold for the blue. I think he wanted to come back a little bit further off the green to land a little bit straighter so he could play the shot that you're talking about. But I think he just... Did he try and pot that?
Yeah.
It's a strange shot. Needs a snooker. That's a strange shot if he needs a snooker. That's maybe we might have our scores wrong here. We're just going to get clarification because I don't think he'd play that shot if he needed the snooker. I'm thinking he doesn't. Yeah, we're just getting clarification of the scores because we don't think Ben would have taken that, played the pink like he played it. He played to pot it. And he wouldn't have done that if he needed a snooker, so bear with us, viewers. Oh, we've just had clarification. Ben, our scores were wrong here. Ben can actually win this frame. Oh, now that makes a lot more sense. We couldn't work out why.
Wow.
That was nearly a super shot. He's just missed that. I looked in, Lee. I thought it was in all the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got a game on our hands now. This is a big shot from Aaron. Oh, he's hit it thick. Wow, that makes a lot of difference, viewers. We've got a correction with the scores. So Ben has got the snooker required that he needed, and he can now win the frame. He needs both pink and black, and he's just going to play safety here and get the pink down on the bulk end cushion. Oh no, he's played just a containing safety, pushing it to the side rail. And Aaron will try and he might even try and get a snooker behind the black here.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah. That's a super shot from Aaron. I didn't think he'd go for that.
No, he held his hand up.
I think it was a
apology.
fluke. I think he fluked it.
Yeah, he certainly held his hand up.
Yeah, he held his hand up. I think he was playing a 2-cushion safety to put the pink on the bulk rail and leave the white safe and maybe get a snooker behind the black. So he's fluked the pink in to make it a 3-0 lead. Wow. That was it.
Let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow. A tomorrow where your finances, property investments, property management, accounting, and financial planning are looked after in an exceptional capacity, all under the same roof. When hiring Reventon, you are hiring a team of professionals to support you in your investment and financial decisions. Your future is Reventon's future. So, let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow today.
Yeah, so Ben's breaking off in the 4th frame. He's been really unlucky there. He got the snooker he needed on the pink, and Aaron's fluked the pink to go to a 3-0 lead. Ben will be ruining the missed opportunity on the brown. He had the chance to clear up on the brown and didn't take that opportunity, and it's come back to haunt Ben. But Aaron's just knocked in a superb opening red with perfect position on the black, and this is a great opportunity for Aaron to take a 4-0 lead here if he can build a sizable break. Wow, he's missed the black. Yeah, they're both struggling a little bit. This is when you get to the final, it is a long day. You've been here playing all day, and it's mentally draining. It's actually quite exhausting. So it does get tough in the final, just to keep your concentration. But this is a good opportunity for Ben to get on the board. He just really needs to win that first frame, just so he can settle into the match. Oh, he's just played a bit of a bad shot there. He wanted to come out for the red into the right-hand centre pocket. He's just potted the black a little bit too thick. Just left himself a bit of a tough red now. He'll try and pot this and run through position on the blue. Oh, that's a great shot.
9.
That's a great shot. He's landed with a good angle. He's got the option to pot the blue and cannon into the pack, or just roll it in and hold for the loose red to the left-hand side of the pink. He screwed down to play the plant. I think the plant must be on into the bottom right-hand corner pocket. It's a little bit tricky though. He's just overran it a little bit, so position's going to be hard on a colour. Oh, he's played a good shot there. Held for the black. Oh, that's a great shot. He's got a can into that red. I'm just not sure if it goes past the pink. I think it does, but it's tough. He's just gonna elect to play a safety shot here. So he's built a 20-point lead and played a good solid safety behind the brown. Just short of the snooker. I think Aaron's missed that, and that'll be a foul miss. So I think Ben will get him replaced, because I don't think Aaron's left any reds on. Often with that safety shot, you're better off hitting or missing the ball altogether rather than hitting the red too thick, because you don't do too much damage. You get another shot at it, and rather than hitting them thick and leaving the red on. So our referee came over just trying to replace the balls in exactly the same position as they were, which can be tricky. Because you've got the player at the table who's helps her respot it, and he doesn't want it snookered, and the other player wants it snookered, so she's often left in a tricky situation. But it looks pretty close to how it was. So Aaron will just try and nick off this really thin. And he's hit it thick. He's left Ben an opportunity. Very hard those safety shots that Aaron's playing, because if you slightly cue across the white ball and put any unintentional side on the ball, it can just have disastrous effects. Or if there's any body movement, which can happen when you're under pressure, and you can just cue across the ball, and that's why when we play the safety shots like Ben's played there, if you leave the white hard up on the cushion, it just makes it hard for the incoming player. Played a good safety shot there. He's made it tricky for Aaron here. So it's just a containing safety. And played it well. I think Aaron's left Ben a shot at a long red here. It's tricky for position though. Well, he's just playing for the black. We had the great Robby Foldvari play in this tournament. It's been a little while to have the great man back playing in our snooker events. He's one of the most famous Australian billiard players, Mr. Robby Foldvari. It's been a pleasure to have him back on the circuit. I think he's turned his hand to American pool these days, and been quite successful at that. But yeah, so there's just a little bit of a tug of war here, and yeah, he's still just trying to get the elusive first frame on the board, is Ben Judge. And I think he'll just be trying to play safe here. Just chip off that red here and maybe get the white. Oh no, he's had a go at the pot. Wow. Wow, that's a surprise. He hasn't got any position, but he's just going to play safety now. Maybe play the yellow and try and get the white in behind the brown here would be the shot for Ben. He's played it well, I think, or is he just left the outside? I think he's got the snooker. Yeah, that's a good shot. So he's a little bit tough here for Aaron. Might just try and come down and nudge these ones on the back rail, but I think he's missed it. Oh no, he's hit it. He's left him an opportunity here. Now Ben really needs to make a break here. He needs to get in this match. 4-0 down is just a huge mountain to climb. So he really needs to take this opportunity. That's a really bad miss. He hasn't been missing balls like that all day today, Ben. He's been really solid, and he just really hasn't settled into this match, and he hasn't left Aaron a lot on, but that's an opportunity. He's gone begging there, and he just doesn't seem the same player that's played in the quarters and semis today, Ben, at the moment. He's just yeah, doesn't quite see himself. But there's a lot of pressure out there, as we've already touched on. Aaron's tried to get the white in behind brown in the green there. But I think he's left Ben a long shot here. A red to the bottom right corner. That's a great pot from Ben. And he's got a shot on the green. This is a good opportunity. He's just lost the white a little bit. He just wanted to come off the cushion a little bit further, but he should be okay. Not sure of the angle he's got, but I think he might just roll it in for the green or blue. He's played it well. So he's got the perfect angle on the blue to pot this and come down for a number of reds. That's a good shot. He's built a 36-point lead now, so this is a fantastic opportunity to get on the board for Ben Judge. Not sure if you'll play for the black here or maybe the pink. Probably doesn't need the black, so he's got a shot at the blue. Shot at the blue. He's not ideal, but you can pot this blue and screw the white back for one of the reds into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. That's a bad miss. Yeah, he's just struggling to get into this match at the moment. Ben Judge, he's just lost all confidence. You can see it in his body language. He just looks a bit hesitant, and that's another opportunity that's gone begging. And he's not going to get many more opportunities against a player like Aaron Mahoney. We've got the great Robby Foldvari, former world billiards champion and professional snooker player, and an all-round good guy. He's about to grace us with his presence. I feel like I'm in the presence of Q-Sport royalty.
Well, thanks, Joel. I never knew you felt like that. But we've had a few good battles over the years.
Yeah, we have, Robby. We have.
I remember when you were a little fella, when you went to England for the first time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, we've crossed paths many a times, and no, I've always looked up to you, Robby, and you're a bit of an icon of our sport.
Well, you're the greatest pool shark in the world, aren't you? You're winning a lot of two-shot tournaments. But anyway, back to this. Aaron's got right in again, and he's got a big chance of getting 4-0. Actually, I've just come in, but has he played well beforehand?
Yeah, he has played well, Robby. He made a 60 break in the first frame, and I think a 40-odd break in the second. The third was a bit scrappy, and Ben got the snooker he needed. Oh, it's a bad miss. Bad miss from Aaron, and this is a golden opportunity, Robbie, for Ben Judge.
Yeah, he might have lost concentration. I think he doesn't normally miss those. Ben's got to do something to get back in the game. And all the reds are open now.
What do you think here, Robbie? Does he pop the red and cannon into the other red and hold for the pink in the middle, or play for the
Well,
black?
he can, although he could just stay on the pink here, couldn't he? And just...
Probably doesn't need the black, does he?
No, he might as well wait. He's got 4 reds in the last red on the cushion, then he can take that one.
He could even pot this red and screw in between the red and the...
That's
oh, no.
it, yeah.
Oh, no, it looks like maybe he's playing for the black.
Well, he's decided all or nothing.
Yeah, he probably didn't need to do that, Robbie, did he? With a 27-point lead.
Yeah, oh well, this makes it a big shot, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is missable. When you're 3-0 down in a major final, this is very missable. A little bit awkward queuing as well, so this is a big shot from Ben.
Yeah, nice, but pretty straight on the red. And this table doesn't look that fast to punch it round. It's not an easy shot.
Yeah, I just feel maybe Robbie, he didn't need to play for the black there with the lead, and could have taken the 3 reds with pinks to leave Aaron Need and snookers.
Yeah, he's not thinking.
He just doesn't seem himself, Robbie. He's not the same player that you played this morning.
Yeah, well, that was just a battle of nonsense, really. That was a lottery. But he must have played well against James.
Yeah, he did. He played very well. That was an opportunity there from... Oh, they're both just missing a few. It has been a long day, and it is mentally very challenging to try and keep your concentration up. We started the quarterfinals this morning at 10 o'clock, Robbie, so it has been a long day, so we'll cut the players some slack.
Yeah, but they're young and fit, these blokes, not like me.
What age are you now, Robbie?
I don't want to say, 57.
57, wow.
So
Wow, you're still knocking off these young guns. Aaron's got a chance. Oh, he was trying to get a snooker in behind the green, brown and blue there, but he's just hit it too thin. And but he hasn't done too much damage there. He's actually had a pretty good run of the balls this match, Aaron. And Ben just hasn't taken his opportunities.
Well, it's probably in the best interest of Ben Judge to just keep it scrappy, put some balls on the cushion.
Yeah, just a couple of sloppy safeties from these guys who are both renowned for their fantastic safety play, and Aaron's pushed the red over the corner pocket. So this is a chance for Ben. He's got a 34-point lead, so he doesn't need the red on the rail. Just needs to not make sure it is.
It's his favourite shot, just rolling those balls in, long ball.
Is that black on, Robby?
I think it might
in the middle?
be, but it's not easy, that's for sure.
It's a tough shot.
The red just might be intervening.
They're all hard when you're 3-0 down, Robby, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's
they
on there. He's going for it.
This is a big shot. Oh, that's a fantastic shot from Ben.
That'll make him feel better.
Yeah, that's a great shot. That's I think that's a frame winner.
8.
He's got a thin nick on this red to go down for one of the bold colours. I think he should be all right now with a, what's that, a 42. So this is nearly frame ball, red in a colour.
looked a bit, this camera angle, it was a bit easier than it looked. So he's here now with, once you get one on the board, it's a lot easier, isn't it, Joel?
Yeah, absolutely, Robbie. That first one can be the hardest to get. So I think we just wants to make sure it is brown though. And now Aaron needs one snooker, is it, Robbie?
Yeah, 47.
Yeah, one snooker to tie. So he would have liked to have knocked this red in. He's just landed a bit awkward. He might take the double on here, Robbie. Oh,
there
that's
it is.
A great shot.
Oh,
That's a
he's
great
happy
shot.
man now.
Wow, that's... He's on the board. Game on. Game on, Robbie. The big comeback. 3-0 down. Just gone into 3-1, so... Ben will be feeling really relieved now just to get that first frame on the board.
22.
They all start to become a bit easier to pot now once they need snookers, don't they,
Yeah,
Robbie?
he's flowing a bit now.
He's actually looking...
But really, looking at it, Aaron's only got himself to blame there. He had a good chance to come back into it. This frame, a few sloppy shots, lack of concentration, and we all know how it can turn the game very quickly. So,
yeah,
good frame by Mr. Ben Judge from Western Australia.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. While the mid-session interval is on, Robby, the director of Reventon, has asked to speak to you all, and I'm here holding this bag because I would like it very much if all of you would donate some money for the White Ribbon Foundation, please.
First of all, thank you everyone for coming. It's obviously one of our first events of our Triple Crown events. I'm very proud to announce we've aligned with the White Ribbon Foundation. I think Marion spoke as well. We've raised between $3,500 to $4,000 already in this event, which shows you Reventon's dollar matching. So we've got about $7,500 to $8,000 from this event as well. So we're going to go around $1, $5, whatever it is you put. Just know that I'll be matching $1 for $1 too, and it's very good to align ourselves to a charity and to give whatever we can. If you can, please no pressure. Don't put too much because I have to double it. But one thing I did want to mention with all of our events, there was 96 runners that entered this event. I don't think it's hard for us to have a goal to bring 2-3 players, 2-3 spectators for everyone that enters. Because that means we can have 200-300 people at each one of these events and make it a really good atmosphere and good for the players to play around. The Reventon International, which is towards the end of the year, my goal is to have 200-300 people there because I'm going to bring potential sponsors that can help our game go forward. I really think if you guys can get behind my goal and my vision, we can really double and triple the prize money that we have in our events within the next 2-3 years. As you notice on the back that I've got a board which is illuminated, which looks like a crown. That's on a board, our Reventon Triple Crown board. The inaugural winner on the right-hand side, 2016, with James Misford, followed by Reynen. This is our first Reventon Classic. At the end of this event, George is going to take a photo of the winner, and you're going to see the winner displayed of each of our events there. For the Reventon Classic, the Reventon International, Reventon Masters, and at the end of the year, the winner will actually get that photo. So there's a lot of exciting things happening in this club. I'd like to see, as I mentioned, bring people to the final, bring people to the event. Let's create an atmosphere because it's going to help me bring more sponsors into this event. It's going to help me raise more money for charity. It's going to help us raise the profile of our game. Okay? I can't do it on my own, but collectively we can achieve it. I think we're very fortunate to be in the position we are. So giving back to charity, I think, is very, very important. White Ribbon Foundation, as I mentioned, is something close to my heart. I'm also currently doing the mini sleep out. One night I sleep out on the street and try to raise money for the homeless. The last 4 weeks I've raised $10,800. My goal is $40,000, so we're getting there. Another thing that I'm very passionate about, there's 1,000 CEOs. I'm currently running, I think, 10th, second in Melbourne, and our goal is to raise $40,000 and we'll raise it. So thanks for getting behind me, the company, and more importantly, our sport. As I said, Reventon International, 200-300 is what I'm trying to get to that event. So it's going to be in December. Start getting the word out there. If you're a player, bring 2-3 spectators along with you. There's already 200-300. If you love our sport, make sure you come down and support it and get behind us. As I said, I'm going to have a lot of people there that are interested in sponsoring our sport. I need it to be a spectacle. At the end of that event, we're also going to be donating to the White River Foundation a check. I'm estimating it's going to be between $50,000 to $30,000 we're going to raise across 3 events. So that's something that everyone's a part of to be very proud of. So thanks a lot. Good luck to the 2 finalists, and we'll have a chat at the end of the event.
It's not necessarily.
Let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow. A tomorrow where your finances, property investments, property management, accounting, and financial planning are looked after in an exceptional capacity, all under the same roof. When hiring Reventon, you are hiring a team of professionals to support you in your investment and financial decisions. Your future is Reventon's future. So, let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow today.
This one here is the one I have myself. White House. So this is the one When you said 1, 2, 3, I thought there's going to be trouble there. Nobody's going to go that far. Yes, that's
Welcome back, and welcome back everybody. The fifth frame in the Reventon Classic final. We have Ben Judge trailing 1-3 against Aaron Mahoney. But he's got a nice little chance to start off with here, and if he gets the next frame, then Aaron will be sweating a bit more.
Yeah, it's a nice opener there, Robbie. He's played for the pink, and I think he's got the perfect angle just to stun this in for the red to the right hand side of the pink. He really needs to get this frame. Obviously, he's 3-1 down, but if he, as you said, Robbie, if he can win this next one, it's definitely game on.
Pink's got to be in line with the other spots there, closest to the red. Won't spot on its own spot.
Yeah, he's landed with a perfect angle there to come back to pot the blue and then come back down for the reds. He's got the option to go into the reds if he wanted to, or to play for the loose red just above the black.
Yeah, let's see what mood he's in now.
Played that well,
Yeah.
Robbie. He's landed perfect, and by potting this loose red, it'll open up the other two reds beside it. So he's got a great opportunity here, Ben. I think the break came at a good time for him, Robbie, to get just a bit of a break and to compose himself.
14.
Yeah, well, there's two ways of looking at that, because he won the last one. He might have wanted to keep going.
True.
But, proof's in the pudding when you eat it. But just slightly wrong angle here, I think. But yeah, punched it in. You had a tough match with Aaron, didn't you? Well, how did that finish up?
Yeah, I did, Robbie. Yeah, Aaron beat me this morning in the quarterfinals. Beat me 4-3, and we've had some tussles over the years. We played in the juniors together, Aaron and I, and I couldn't tell you how many times we've played each other. And we always have a good battle, and I really enjoy it. He's such a good competitor.
Yeah.
And he led me 3-1, and I fought back into the match to get to 3-all, and he played a pretty good deciding frame and got me 4-3, so he deserved to win, and I've got no complaints. Ben's got another chance here to possibly go into the reds,
Might
or
do
just
it this time, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's played it well.
And yeah, it's worked out pretty well
Worked out really well. That's a good shot. Wasn't sure there if he'd just play for the one loose red, but I actually like this. He's a little bit aggressive, which I think he needs to sort of take the match on a bit here, Robbie, to get back into it. He's just looked a bit timid, and yeah, it'd be good to see him make a match of this.
Go to past the pink. Makes it even a better situation. Oh, he's gone the other way, but well, he's got the pink on, but it's a bit harder than he wanted. He wanted to get round the black to put the black back in that same pocket. But the red went in.
Yeah, I thought he might have just rolled the red in and played the black past the pink into the right-hand corner pocket. This is going to be tough now. He's got the option of the black into the middle.
Oh, well, you'd like that one more, I'd say, than the pink.
Yeah, this is a big shot. Oh, that's a great shot. That's a huge shot. Now this is a really good opportunity. He's got the black back on the spot, and he's got perfect position on the red, and a 35-point lead. So this is a wonderful opportunity for Ben Judge to get back into this match.
Landed high on the black. Come back off the cushion for those loose reds.
Yeah, our generous sponsors, Reventon, Robby, have for every 100 break made throughout the tournament, have donated. It was a $100 prize for the player and $100 to the White Ribbon Foundation through the generous sponsorship of Chris Doffey and his company Reventon. They're our major sponsor, and they're doing a fantastic job with snooker in Australia. Ben's just landed a little bit short on the blue there. He's got the wrong angle on the blue. He wanted to be the other side of it so he could come down for the red. So he's going to have to pot the red and come in and out of bulk here,
Yeah.
Robby.
Yeah, well, it's a standard shot normally. Go use a bit of side as well if he wants. Well, yeah,
He's got a shot, but it's not easy.
If he played it with right-hand side to go off the other, off the right cushion as you see it, side cushion, then it would have opened up a few more possibilities. But that's a harder shot with check side.
That's a great shot.
And now
that's
things
a
are
great
going.
shot. The tide is starting to turn a bit.
Yeah.
He's got a nice little nudge off the centre pocket. He's had a dreadful run of the balls, Robby, throughout this match. You missed the first few frames, but yeah, he has been a bit unlucky. So, and he's just got a little nice nudge there. It's funny when you start to pot the balls, you start to, the luck can turn. He's on a nice 50 break and great opportunity to peg Aaron back to 3 frames to 2.
Yeah, the little rubs that people don't see, it's just an awkward little lie here and there makes all the difference. And that just slipped in too.
Oh, yeah, you nearly missed that one.
But even that,
He's got a little bit lucky there, though, hasn't
you know, in one way it was bad luck for Aaron that he went in off, because he might have had that red on. Now there's no pot on.
Yeah, the luck's starting to turn a little bit here. It's funny that matches can have big momentum swings, and the luck can really change. And as we've said, Aaron has had the early running, and it's just a few little nudges have started to go Ben's way. So if he can consolidate this 55-point lead, who knows? The match might turn. swallowed a fly or something here in the commentary box. We're going to have to call the ambulance. He's choking on us here. I hope you're all right there, Robby. But Ben's played a really good safety shot there, and he's got Aaron in a really tight position here. And Aaron's played a bad shot there, and I think he's left Ben on. Can he get past that red? It looks like he can, and this is a wonderful opportunity for Ben Judge. The tide's definitely starting to turn here, and he's knocked it in, and he's got perfect position on the pink. Wow. What a chance for Ben Judge from Western Australia to get back into this match. And he's played a great shot there on the pink to land perfect position on the red, and he's built a 62-point lead. So he only needs this red and the pink to leave Aaron needing snookers. Yeah, just this match has started to get a bit of a different feel about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's just starting to turn. Ben's looking a bit more positive around the table, and he's starting to get the little nudges, and he's had a little bit of good luck. So it's really got a different feel. So this is going to be interesting if he locks this frame in. Game on. Yeah, so Aaron needs snookers now. He's 66 points adrift with this pink to make it a 72-point lead and put the frame beyond reach. Yeah, and Ben's played a good shot there. So this is a good little fight back here from Ben Judge from Western Australia. He was trailing 3 frames to 0, and he looks like he's about to win the 5th frame and bring it back to 3 frames to 2. And start to ask a few questions of Aaron Mahoney.
Ben Judge, 21.
And Aaron concedes a frame. Game on, 3-2.
Yeah, well, now he hasn't potted a ball for quite a while too, really. So he'll feel a bit cold. We had the break. Some very nice speeches from Chris Christophe, and then he's just been sitting out this frame, so now it's anybody's game.
Absolutely, Robby. If Ben can manage to win this next frame, I think we might have a new favourite in the match. I had Aaron as a warm favourite going into the match, and leading 3-0. I looked like I was a good judge, but if he can pull this frame back, just psychologically, it would be a huge blow for Aaron, who was, with a 3-0 lead, to be pegged back to 3-all. I think it'd be advantage Ben Judge, Robby.
Yeah, it's normally the favourite in that situation, the one who's come back from behind, but then there's another hurdle. That's what's great about this game. You just never know, do you? Some people play better when they're behind, and then come up to the winning frame, then it all gets a bit jittery again.
Yeah, it's a whole completely different set of nerves, isn't it?
But really, Aaron hasn't, well, ever since I've come into the commentary box, I don't think he's spotted a ball.
Maybe you mocked him, Robby.
Yeah, so I'm happy to go out for a fee. But no, you look so solid. I was watching him when he was playing you before, and then he must have played well beforehand. But, if you just lose concentration a little bit in this game, it can become a nasty game.
Absolutely. We can both attest to that today, Robbie. It's
That's it.
can be a cruel game. But
Look at this bloke, though. I want to say his break. That's the first time. He's the only better player who breaks like that. I don't know if you mentioned it. And he normally, he doesn't put any side on the ball, but he normally puts you in a hard position too, which is amazing. But this time it was straightforward safety back. But I don't recall anybody else breaking like the way Ben Judge does.
yeah, it's not the traditional break off where the players usually come round the angles. It's just a plain ball, very simple break off.
Yes.
And it seems it's obviously been effective for him throughout this tournament. He's played a great safety shot there, Ben. It's quite an attacking safety. He's opened the Reds up and put Aaron under a little bit of pressure here. And Aaron's missed that altogether there.
Yeah, well, you might have another go at it in a minute.
Aaron doesn't want to hit this red too thick because he doesn't want to leave Ben on the red that's over the right-hand corner pocket. So he's trying to make a really thin contact on the red. Yeah, as we said earlier on, often it's better to miss the ball completely than to hit it too thick. You'll get another shot at this.
Yeah. He goes quite a bit further.
Yeah, it's a tough job for the referee. They've got to try and replace the balls exactly how they were. And Aaron's hit that a bit too thick. Has he got it behind the green?
Oh, it's not bad.
He's done that a lot today. He's got the white behind the bolt colours so many times. I thought he was just lucky against me, Robbie, but
He's playing it.
But he seems to be doing it every match. He just keeps leaving the white awkward in behind those bolt colours.
Well, he was a bit lucky, but he's got the right line, which helps his luck. So it was a good shot. That's a hard shot to hit that thin.
Yeah, and the danger was leaving the red on over that right-hand corner. It was, I think that's why he missed the red completely the first shot, because he was trying to get that really thin. So Ben's going to, I'd say, try and come round off two cushions here and nudge the pack of reds.
He doesn't want to get on the inside though.
Yeah, this can go wrong, this shot.
And
oh,
it's all good.
It's all good. That could have gone wrong there.
And it's not that simple to play an aggressive safety. He's got to hit this very thin. He might be able to get there. Come across two cushions.
Looks like he's hitting it thick there.
Yeah,
trying to pot it.
In the end, he couldn't do anything. Didn't want to risk it.
He's left him a little tempter here.
Yeah, I don't think he considered that too much, but
very tricky to get position on the black, though, isn't it?
yeah, he'll have to leave a cut back on the black.
I'm not sure how he's going to get on this black.
Oh, has he gone out far enough?
I think he's got a little bit lucky there. That I don't think that's on, but it's hard to tell from this angle. He might be able to cut it back.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of value in going for that red there. Robby, was it? Because he wasn't going to get position. And he could only... yeah, I thought he might have been better off just playing a good safety shot there. I think Aaron's...
It looked like
it
he
looks
was on
like
the
he
black for a
gets
minute.
through
He
to
would
the
have been
black,
jumping for
yeah.
joy then. Best of 9 frames in the Reventon Classic. But Aaron Mahoney feeling the pressure at the moment from a Ben Judge comeback.
Oh, that's a mistake from Aaron, but he's got a bit fortunate there, and yeah.
He's got a couple of long shots on, Ben Judge, but would have rather been up closer to the Reds.
Now, does he have a go at one of these long shots, Robbie, or does he just play really good safety?
He's playing safe again.
Try and open up the Reds and get the white behind the brown. Oh, he's hit it too thick.
Yeah. So this is a chance.
Oh, that's a really bad shot from Ben.
Just got to reach, so he puts this extension on. When I started playing, they didn't even have those things.
You're showing your age there, Robbie. This is a great opportunity for Aaron.
Well, he wasn't mucking around with that either. He's a great long potter, actually.
He's a very good long potter. Yeah, I think it's his, he hits the centre of the white really well.
Yeah,
and I think it's it shows with his long potting. It's you know, one of the hardest things to do in our game is hit that middle of the white, and Aaron he does do that well. And he won't get a better opportunity than this.
yeah, every red is pottable here. And he'd expect to make a big break, but if you get too far ahead of yourself, it also becomes a problem.
9.
Yeah, this opportunity, if you look back, Aaron played the poor safety, went in off, and was a bit lucky because he could have left Ben Judge in, and then Ben played a poor safety in return, and now Aaron's got a wonderful opportunity.
Well, got a lot of options there. He made sure he screwed back far enough.
Yeah, he's played a good little shot there just to avoid the hampered queuing with the red. So he's just got a good angle now to run through on the black position on the red above the black. Just under hit that shot a little bit. So I don't think he can hold for the black now. I'm not sure.
Looks like he is.
Yeah.
No problem. Quite deceptive.
Yeah, it's hard to see Aaron not winning the frame at this visit.
I think he wanted to come up a bit further though, just might be heading away from his work here.
just pot this and hold for the red in the middle? Put the pink and then...
has he got an angle or not? It's a bit hard to see here.
Yeah, it can be a little bit deceiving to see what angle he's got. But
yeah, if he hasn't got much, that's the shot, that's for sure. But
he could even pot the pink and leave the white on the pink spot, but then the pink would be spotted up on the green spot. He's just sort of looking at that, or he might be able to nudge the two.
I think he's playing the cannon, is he?
Playing the cannon on the two reds.
Well, he wasn't mucking around there, and just left himself a red and two reds there, one in the top left and one in the centre.
He's got a great opportunity here for a century break.
What a great reply that'd be, and would give him a bit more money in his pocket and some money to the charity.
I think, yeah, this would be the 5th century, I think, Robby, with Reventon giving the player $100 for every century and $100 to the White Ribbon Foundation.
You got one of those, didn't you? Didn't you
I
get a century?
I did, Robby, yeah. Yeah, I've got 126,
well done.
So hopefully doesn't beat my break here. Steal $500 from me. It's $500 for the highest break of the tournament.
You would have earned that. You didn't steal it.
In my eyes, it would be theft. Robbery, actually.
Yeah, well, it's possible.
So happy with 125 or less. I think the $10,000 first prize for Aaron is enough. But he's just landed a little bit low on the black, so he's going to try and hold for the reds to the centre, to the right-hand centre pocket.
I want to stun onto the pink even. And it's the wrong side.
It's gone wrong.
He's still got a red on in the centre, but would have liked to have played the red towards Bork, but he snookered on that one. So the red in the centre goes, but he's looking at something else here.
Maybe the plan, is it bit too thin for the plan, or is he looking at a safety? So he's got a 63-point lead, and there's 67 on the table, so he only needs one more red to secure the frame.
Nice. Now, and Johl has a grin on his face. I don't think he's going to be making more than his break here, but it was a very good pot. But
yeah, it secured the frame. That's the main thing. Aaron might just choose to try and push a colour safe here, or he might. 64-point light lead with 59 on the table, so Ben needs 2 snookers. So Aaron might just maybe push the green safe, get the white in behind the brown.
Yeah, he went for that.
I think you had a go at that. You had,
thinking
you had
of
the
the
high break in mind there. That's not very kind of him. Does Ben have a go at the plan here, Robby, or?
Well, if he might as well get back in the game, I suppose, but nothing's easy here. And he's hit it thick again.
Yeah, it's a couple of bad safeties from Ben. As we were saying earlier on, sometimes you're better off missing the red altogether than making the thin contact. The thick contact, sorry. It can be disastrous, but this is a little bit of a chance here.
Yeah, certainly you can polish off 3 reds and then maybe try and get a 3 ball on the last red. Lots of different scenarios.
In the third frame, I think it was, Ben got the snooker that he required and had an opportunity to win the frame, so he needs to get another good snooker here to get back into this frame. Just a little bit short on that red. Or has he got possibly the one to the centre pocket? Just tried to cannon. Try and cannon that red.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But it's got away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, the last red, the shape of the balls, it's a nice. He's got plenty of opportunities for snookers, but he needs to get high colours with this last red. Oh, and he seems like he's hasn't got the cue ball where he wants the last few shots. That's for sure.
Tries to get the snooker beyond the yellow.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Played a pretty good shot, I think, if it pulls up. Oh, he's just overhit it.
$50 the difference. 43 on the table. Doesn't really easy safety shot, even snooker here, but he's got to go for this red in the centre. If he gets that, then the red below the black, that's a good position for a snooker.
But he doesn't want to get the pink would make him need 2 snookers to tie. So I think,
okay, yeah.
So I think he doesn't want to put that red. He needs blacks off this, off the last 2 reds to need 2 snookers to win.
It's there.
Aaron's just fluked the red to secure the 6th frame to take a 4-2 lead. It's best of 9 final.
Not quite on the red, but I don't think it matters.
7.
Ben has conceded the frame.
Frank 2, Frank Aaron Mahoney.
Well, this is probably nearly the biggest prize money event for a long time.
Yeah.
Can't think of one for quite a while.
Yeah, it's you're right, Robbie. It's definitely if it's not the most, it's definitely right up there. 10,000 of the winner, $25,000 prize pool, all thanks to Chris Christophe and Reventon.
Let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow. A tomorrow where your finances, property investments, property management, accounting, and financial planning are looked after in an exceptional capacity, all under the same roof. When hiring Reventon, you are hiring a team of professionals to support you in your investment and financial decisions. Your future is Reventon's future. So, let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow, today.
Yeah, it was a good win there from Aaron to take that frame, because Ben was definitely making a real challenge there, and now Aaron's he's on the hill. He needs one more frame for victory and $10,000 and the Reventon Classic title. I think this would be the biggest prize of Aaron's career. Robbie, correct me if I'm wrong.
Probably for sure. In pure money terms, for sure. He's been around a while, but I don't think there's been a $10,000 prize except for professional events.
Yeah, so this would be a great feather in Aaron's cap to win this. It's possibly the biggest amateur tournament we've ever had. But it's not over yet. Ben's he's still hanging in there, and he's got a shot at this red, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know if the black's on, so we do or die here. Yeah, he had to swerve it too, so that was a great pot. But
yeah, very unlucky.
Now for his next trick, snook it on all the colours. And I don't think it's too easy either.
Yeah, this is tricky. I mean, he can attempt to hit the black off a cushion, but he's going to leave reds on. So if he elects to go for another colour and misses, it'll be a foul miss, and the balls will be replaced. So he's put himself in a really tricky situation here. I think he'll attempt to go for one of the old colours. I think the black's too risky. Maybe off two cushions into the blue or the yellow.
Yeah, if that red doesn't pass this other red into the right-hand pocket, I suppose he could clip. It's called the blue, so good luck with that.
Yeah, this is
sure he's
very tough.
Tell you what, that's a great shot.
That's a great shot.
He did that against me today like that. I couldn't believe it.
You still having nightmares, Robbie?
Well, I just remember that shot.
Yeah. No, that's a great shot, because I think it would have been a foul miss, Robbie.
Well, for sure.
Because he could have hit the black quite easily, but was going to leave red set up. So that's a great shot.
Oh, and there's the dreaded thickness, but he sort of got away with it.
Got out of it.
That's a better shot if he can just. Oh, but the red's popped over.
He's just
And Aaron's very good at this shot. He's got an angle just to roll that in and get on the black.
A little bit unlucky there, Ben. He just nudging that one red over the corner pocket.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a rare long
Aaron
shot
doesn't miss those, but he's got out of it a bit here again, Robbie. He's got a little bit.
The red, he might be able to cut this red in to the left-hand pocket there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit fortunate.
But it's not easy.
He has had just a little bit of the run of the balls in this match, Aaron, because he could have left him on a lot of reds there, and this is tricky. It's tricky to get position. He should make the pot, but position's not. It's awkward queuing.
It's awkward queuing. I don't like this.
It's not the chances you want when you're 4-2 down.
And once again, the pack's got in the way.
Yeah, that was the problem. The pot.
Had to play it with side, really.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did play it with side. But he needed to screw into
more,
it. I think he was just concerned with. He was a bit worried about the pot as well.
Fair enough too.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. He could have been a lot easier for him. Aaron, he definitely had a little bit of luck there.
Oh, he's He's left him that red too. He's hit that too hard. Yeah, nice shot. And that's the difference, you know. Don't leave that easy. Well, that safety shot on was only about a couple of mils in it. It's a whole new ball game.
Oh, that's a
There
great
he
shot.
goes.
That's a great shot from Ben. He wants a bounce off the top rail. No, he's just falling short. I
Not
think
enough, but he can put him in a
tuck
nice snooker here. Wow.
Wow.
That's interesting. Didn't like the roll up.
They can be a little bit tough, those roll-ups,
Yeah,
when you're under when you're under pressure.
Yeah, they are,
and
but he plays a lot of snooker. You know, that was the right shot, but he's landed well.
Yeah,
he can't get him. He's got to go off.
He's made it awkward here because the pink's in the road as well for Aaron, off a couple of cushions.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Often when you're under pressure, those little roll-up shots can be horrible. You don't want to fall short, but you want to get the white ball as tight to the colour as possible. So when you're a little bit nervous, they can be horrible shots. So he's preferred to stun the brown and get the white in behind the green, and he's played it well. This is tough to.
He wants to get behind that red on the top cushion, but there's no real angle. Yep. Well, I suppose there is one angle off 1, 2, 4 cushions. You missed the pink right-hand side. That's not that one. I was trusting to luck.
Trusting to luck, and he's
not really.
He's kind of, could have been worse. He's left him a couple of reds on, but it's hard to get position on the black. Yeah, so I don't know if he's got the right angle here to roll the red that's above the black into the bottom left-hand corner pocket and get position on the black. So that's what he'll be hoping he can do here. Oh yeah,
he's all right.
Yeah, he's okay. This is a great opportunity now for Ben.
Just a bit different camera angle than the Crucible, that's the only thing, but the vision's great by Dan Lynch. He's doing a great job for Q Sports.
Absolutely. Dan's the man. If Dan can't do it, no one can. What does he do? What does he do here, Robby? Does he just stun into the red?
I think he can, then he'll clear their red. I think if he can stun onto it, but he might snooker himself on the red. Yeah, he's tried it and he's done it, I think.
Oh, I think he's on it. This is tight. We'll see by his
no, he's running
body
around.
language. I think he's okay. He's running around the table. We haven't seen him move that quick this weekend. He was pretty excited. He's on that one. Now this is a really good opportunity. I think he just wants to stun up for the black, and he's played a great shot there, Ben. Fantastic shot. We'd love to see this match go down to the wire. So it'd be great if you can build a sizable break here and peg Aaron back to 4 frames to 3. He's just landed a bit straight on this red, Robby. He would have liked a little bit more angle.
Yeah, if he's just on the wrong side, he's got a bit of a problem, but he should be able to screw back. No, top spin.
Run around off 2 cushions.
Oh, yes, no, it wasn't the shot. He had to stun one through.
Yeah, it was the shot before. He just left himself a bit too straight. It was a little bit careless. Just needed to land low on the red or high, anything but straight.
This is not easy. It's potable, the black, but you wouldn't want to do it. He wants to take it on though.
Now this is a big shot.
He's looking.
Oh, he's missed it.
The blind pockets.
Wow, yeah, that could be costly.
Yeah, he might regret that, Joel.
Yeah.
I suppose if he gets it, it'll be a different story.
Yeah, this is an opportunity to get the match here. I mean, he's got a lot of work to do, but it's a great opportunity here for Aaron.
Is it enough? Yeah, just.
Yeah, that could have gone wrong, but he's landed with a nice angle to stun down for the blue.
Yeah, nice shot. Bit of an angle.
Yeah, you can just roll this in for the come down for the Reds. One of yeah, that black, Robbie, was a little bit risky, wasn't it, from
Yeah, he could have played the green actually.
Yeah, played a good safety on the green. He just played the red previous to that wrong, and he probably just needed to take his medicine and play a good safety on the green, because he's let Aaron back in here. Yeah, he's played it well.
Yeah, so
22.
scores takes him in front now, Aaron Mahoney, in this frame. And he's made
that's a
drastic error, and he hangs his head.
That's a bad miss there from Aaron.
Should have expected that, and you could feel the pain.
Wow, they hurt those ones, Robbie, don't they?
Yeah, he was curled up in pain
Yeah,
there.
he really was. He was it was like he was in the fetal position. He was. I felt his pain. That was a great opportunity, and he's let that slip. But the balls are a little bit awkward here for Ben.
If he wins it from this position, he deserves to win the tournament.
And we don't normally see Aaron show much emotion. He's got great composure, and he just hung his head there, which is very rare for Aaron. I think he's one of the most composed players on our circuit here in Australia.
He's left that short too. They do underhit the balls on this table a little bit.
Yeah, he's just a little bit tentative at the moment. It's just obviously he's under a bit of pressure. 4-2 down. His back's to the wall. It's do or die time here, and he's just underhit that one.
Pop this, knock the pink out even maybe. Yeah, well, that's why. Oh. Had a bit of luck there too. I don't think he can hit that.
Can he see through that?
I don't know. It's hard to tell from here, but
I don't think he can see it.
No.
Oh, he's tried to get the white in behind the pink here. This is a clever shot.
That's a good shot, that.
That's a great shot from Aaron. Very, very good shot that is.
Yeah, control the cue ball. He was trusting to luck with other reds flying around the table,
Yeah.
but you know, he did his job.
He did the main
shot.
thing was to cover that red over the bottom left-hand corner, and he's played a fantastic shot there. He's really put Ben under pressure here, Robbie. I'm not sure what he can do.
Yeah, there's not. Well, he can maybe dig down and try and bring the screw stun off that red, but it's a very difficult shot. He's gonna.
This is a horrible shot.
Yeah.
He's trying to swerve round, and he's missed it. It's just a horrible shot to have to play.
Yeah, I don't think that was on.
Yeah, I don't think that was on.
We'll find out again in a second.
Yeah, I think was he trying to just a little delicate
screw around there, but
swerve. Yeah, I think
if he can get over that where the white was there, somehow, be tempted
can
to.
Can he chip off the red on the right hand side cushion thin? Try and bring the white up where the pink is, near the pink.
No, I think it's an in off there. It's too, but he might have to try that.
Don't think he's got much choice here. I think the shot
Oh,
he's trying
he's
to
going to try and come off the cushion and move it, is he?
Oh.
Wow. And he's nearly done it.
Wow.
And Chris Christophe, the Reventon man, has just brought in the trophy, the Triple Crown Classic Snooker Championship trophy. It's a beautiful trophy. And it's named after a special person.
Yeah,
no, it's not me. It's Chris Christophe. And so it should be. He's put so much work into this. It's a fantastic job he's done.
Absolutely, absolutely. We can't speak highly enough of Chris and his company and all the work he's done for snooker. He's our saviour. I vote Chris for Prime Minister. We love your work, Chris. Keep it up. I think Aaron's got one hand on that trophy that Chris just brought into the commentary box. It's it's looking ominous here for Ben. That's a great shot.
And now the work begins.
Yeah, I think with every point now that Aaron's scoring, it's just the pressure just builds and builds for Ben. Even if he doesn't win the frame at this visit, if he can just get 15, 20, 25 ahead, it just builds with every ball potted for Ben. Oh, he's missed that.
Given him that one.
He's missed that. Did he get a bad contact there, Robbie? Or
I don't know, but he's bowing his head again. But I still think he'll be bowing in glory at the end, though, to be honest. But now he wanted an angle to get maybe knock the red out from the brown, but
just a bit short.
Yeah, I think he is.
He might just be able to kiss the brown away from the red. It's hard to tell with this angle, but he just landed a little bit short on this one.
Could try and double this red and get back on the black.
8.
He got the last double he played for a couple of frames ago. He's gone for it, but that's a wide.
Ben Judge, 8.
It's actually, I thought the angles are quite straight on this table relative to the other tables, but
played a great shot there, Aaron. It's been the hallmark of his game, just always getting the wide in behind those bolt colours and making it really difficult for the incoming player. He did it to me all throughout our match today. It was just every time I was in an awkward position, and he's been doing it to Ben. I think he can just get past the yellow and see the edge of the red near the black.
And that
It's gone.
is not good.
It's gone wrong. Can he see enough of the red to pot it? I think he's got a little bit fortunate. If he
Must
can,
be close.
if he can pot it, he can actually knock the other red off the side cushion here. If he can see enough of the potting angle.
And that's good.
And that could be match. He's landed on the yellow, and he's got, this could be game, set, and match. Aaron Mahoney here. $10,000 and the Reventon trophy.
The Christoffi trophy. And you can't play that much better. Nice and close to his work. Just thinking, does he go for the black? Come up for the blue.
He looks like he's playing for the black here,
And why not?
Black will make him 17 ahead with 27 on the table, so he needs the green, and then Ben can still tie. So Aaron needs the brown, and then Ben needs the snooker. He's played a great shot there. With a lot of
Left side,
left-hand side.
Perfect shot.
He's played a cracker of a shot there, Aaron. So yellow, green and brown, and Ben will need snookers.
Yeah, nice angle to come up for the brown there.
13.
So he'll be able to jump for joy soon if he keeps his nerve now. And he's come past the blue perfect.
He's overhit it. Oh, he's overhit it. He's overhit that.
One roll too much. So 22 on the table, 22 the difference.
So one last gasp for Ben. He can still tie.
And he wanted the snooker behind the black there on the line of it anyway, but left it a mile short.
Wow, what does he do? Does he try and play a snooker behind the black here, Robbie, and send the brown into bulk?
A good chance there. He can even try and get behind the blue as well there.
Yeah.
But, you know, under this situation, it gets tougher and tougher. But at least he's got a chance. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It's nearly all over.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a chance for Ben. He's a chance that we didn't expect he was going to get.
He's try to get behind it.
Just overhit it.
But his main mission was to get the brown on the rail there, but he's actually left a little cut there. But
or does he play try and get a snooker in behind the
pink? I think he does
pink?
if he can get there. That's the right shot. Yeah, it's got a big margin, but it's a bit soft, is it?
Oh,
James Mifsud just come into the commentary box and he was riding that ball. You got some money on it, James?
And that was literally centimetres away from being
game, set,
set and match. It's that final line sometimes with these matches, and he's hanging in there.
If he can see the right-hand side, he can cut that ball back off the side cushion back behind the black and get behind the blue, but I don't know if he can.
Oh, that's not a bad result.
Yeah, we could have easily left it in the jaws there. Be good TV if it was a re-spotted black, wouldn't it?
It would. Aaron, I'd say Aaron would just double this brown back up onto the bulk cushion and leave it safe.
Pretty close to the cushion though.
Oh.
Yeah. Now here's a good chance for a snooker, actually.
Yeah, he's played a bit of a loose safety there, Aaron. He's
got a big margin again, stun off the cushion, back down behind the pink.
Yeah.
Although
the brown's going to be running around. If his main objective is to get that brown safe. Well, he looks like he's having a go at it.
I think he just deliberately missed it. Safety shot.
I'm not sure what he was doing, whether he was playing safe or having a go at that. He's got us guessing.
Right. Oh, the old double kiss.
Oh, I'm not sure if that was the plan.
I'm sure it wasn't the plan, but.
We've got the great James Mifsud, a former winner of this championship. He was I think the first winner of the Reventon Classic. James Mifsud in the commentary box. Special comments, although you guys can't hear him, we're getting special comments. And James thinks that he can play a good little snooker in behind the pink here, James. As a past winner, James, is that the shot?
Oh, and he's hit it soft too.
He's hit it too soft. That's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. He really needed to get the brown onto that rail, the cushion. I think Aaron will have a go at this. Or does he chip off and play safe? It's what do you do, Robby?
It's a dodgy safety shot too.
Because you can double kiss it, can't you? It's almost worth having a go at it because it's the matches there.
Now where's it going? Well, it's on in the centre, but you wouldn't want to do it.
Nah, it's on, but it's a horrible shot.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll take this on, will he?
No, he's.
And they're the shots where you just want that little bit of luck. You just want to have a shot at it, and he's just got out of that.
Awkward safety shot, really.
It is. It's even the safety shot's difficult. Does he just chip off it and bring the white down to the bottom left-hand corner pocket? But even that, it's a little bit awkward, isn't it? And in this situation, the room temperature goes up about 50 degrees. It starts getting hot in there, and you get sweaty, and you're under the pump. So it makes it a lot more difficult. He's had to go at the
He's gone
double.
for the double. And,
Triple, no, he's missed it.
well, that's amazing.
Wow, that's
It's not bad,
not a
though.
bad shot. That's a pretty good shot, really. He's gone for the double with a bit of safety in mind, and he's actually played a pretty good shot.
It's a good shot, really.
Because it was tough, wasn't it? It was an awkward shot.
Sure. Clever shot.
Aaron's tried to play
It's a bit
safe,
soft.
but he's.
Now,
Oh,
is it straight?
he's just left it a bit straight though.
If
This
it's
is
an angle, it's a nice shot for him, but
wow. This is really tough under the circumstances. We think he's got a bit of angle on the brown, but it's very tough.
it's
He's got to
much.
try and
It's
pot the brown and
a bit
follow
of power
through.
shot too, isn't it? To come
Yeah.
off that cushion.
This is very tough.
Great shot.
Wow, that's a great shot, and
Now,
that's a fantastic shot from Ben under the pump.
has he got an angle to knock this out even? It's hard to see, but off the top cushion. If he can-
Yeah, I think he's got to stun it in off the top cushion, maybe.
Yeah, I don't even know if he can just roll that in nearly. A bit of power, come off the cushion, widen the angle, but we'll soon find out what he's thinking. Oh, he's missed it by the legendary, but safe, so 18 on the table, 18 the difference, all to play for.
He was just a little bit concerned about the white there getting position. I think he just had to stun it in.
Well, that's a good safety shot.
That's a good shot, isn't it? For Aaron, this is not easy.
Yeah, too close to the cushion, a double kisser. Might have to just send it right round the table, but the blue ball.
Oh, that's a great shot if it's hard enough. That's a fantastic shot from
Wow,
Ben.
look at this.
That
Who'd
is a super shot.
dream of getting us. I think he snookered him.
That is a fantastic shot.
Well, there's the snooker required.
Wow. Wow, they're tough to play, those shots.
You can just probably see it.
Does Aaron just come off the side cushion
I
here and
think
just
that's this.
roll up against it here, Robbie?
I think that's the shot, but that's not what he's playing. He must be able to see a bit of that. He's got to hit this fine or set it up. Oh, no, he could see all of
Wow.
it. Play it, try to
Played the double kiss.
full on.
It's not a bad shot, really. He's left this. I guess he figured he didn't want to risk missing the blue, and then Ben could win, because at the moment he can only tie.
And what a battle it is on the colours. It's this is part of the great game of snooker.
Does he try and get a snooker behind the black here, or doesn't look like he's playing that? No,
He's hit that a bit thicker than he wanted, but not too bad.
not too bad.
Oh, quite good actually.
Quite good, yeah, it is. It's actually turned out all right.
Yeah.
Because this is a bit tricky for Aaron.
Yeah.
He might just try and push it to the left-hand side cushion and get a snooker behind the black.
It's a well-controlled shot. But he can run away here.
This is it's an enthralling tactical battle here, Robbie, on the colours. It's they're both great safety players, and they're both great at winning these scrappy frames. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of this safety battle.
just try to put on the nameplate, the blue.
I think Aaron will double the blue down in front of the pink and try and get the white in behind the black here. He's got the pink for coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if he can get it behind the black, but he can certainly do the
Maybe
first
just a
part.
little bit of side, maybe.
No, he hasn't even. He's
gone
gone
the
for the
double.
double,
It's in.
and it's
It's
close.
It's in.
It's there.
Oh,
What
my God.
And he's nearly ashamed of that shot because he did.
He wasn't playing for that, no. He
was
wasn't
going
playing
for
for
a
that.
straighter and
He's
then
trying
coming
to
off the cushion
off
again.
the back rail
Yeah.
and then onto the side rail, and he's
Well,
fluked match ball. Wow.
It's a cruel game.
This is a cruel game. He's had a couple of flukes in this match. And I think he's had a few flukes, and it's a cruel game.
Well, the situation is now 23 in front. Only 13 on the table. Ben Judge needs 2 snookers. It's been done before, but it's a very rare thing.
Wow, I can't believe that blue.
Yeah.
It never looked like missing.
Yeah, you called it.
Oh my
Hit
God.
it totally wrong.
Wow, he's hit that totally wrong, and it's
Even if he hit it the right angle, it would have come back probably nearly over the centre pocket.
Yeah. That's won him the tournament. It's a cruel game.
Oh, that's even.
It is a cruel game.
Well, that was a classic fluke in the Reventon Classic. And there it is. The champion, Aaron Mahoney, wins 5 frames to 2 and takes out the Reventon Classic 2018 final. He's a very happy man. Ben Judge will be a bit disappointed, but he'll be happy with the runner-up prize. And we'll see the presentations very shortly. But the end of a great match, end of a great tournament. And we've got to thank Chris Christofi very much for his great effort, and another guy who's made a great effort, Dan Lynch. He's the best Q Sport provider in Australia on the internet. Well done. And well done to you too, Joel Younger. It's been the first time we've commentated together. So,
Thanks, Robby. It's been a privilege and an honour, and as you said, thanks to Christofi and Reventon and Dan Lynch at CueballTV. And thanks for the sharing the commentary box here, Robby. It was a pleasure.
no, all good.
That was great. And congratulations to Aaron Mahoney, 2018 champion. Thank you.
It's been a fantastic tournament for Ben Judge. He's fought his way through an extremely hard group, and then through the knockout stage he's played an incredible brand of snooker in terms of how much he fights for every ball and every point to be scored. So I think it's great of us that we've been able to have Ben here. He's come all the way from Western Australia to be part of this because he wants to support the sport, and we're extremely grateful for his presence here, and we congratulate him on his performance throughout the week. And Chris, I'd like to present to you the runner-up, Ben Judge. Ben, did you want to say anything?
Yeah. Just congratulations, Aaron. Too good. You're flogging in Queensland. You beat me again, mate. Too solid. Thanks to Chris. Yeah, like the same amount of money you put into the game, and gives everybody, something to play for. 10 grand, 15 grand, it's just a totally different pressure. Very, very nice. So, thank you. Let's put up a call protocol. Paul, George, referee Steve, John, Larry, George, and photos.
Chris, the winner of the Reventon Classic is Mahoney from Victoria. Chris, could you present the winner's cheque to Mahoney, please?
First is the local winner of the Classic, so well done. And all three champions of the local winner, a very special place to be now, which you're John for good, along with James and the winner of the International. And very special praise to the local Reventon trophy. And it's named after myself. Special honor, so well done, mate. Named after a very special person in the snooker community, Reynen, who will present it in December, very special to me. It's the biggest event that we've got outside here. Robinson, as you know, is named after the Masters. The International is our biggest one. It's named after a very special person, which I will remain nameless. So I've given myself the smallest tournament of the three. And the next one's very special, so you'll all hear about will be in December. This is the keepsake right here after you. That's the one on the keepsake. All three of us, if we can. Aaron, just ask you that. All three winners will be on that wall there. The Classic, International, Masters each year. And I'll stay on there for one year until the next person wins it. We'll get that phone call as well. Okay, so I'll just go in the middle of you two, if that's all right.
Yes, just before we do the other prizes that are there, there was a special prize for the best performed female in the Reventon Classic. The reward for that achievement is free entry to the Reventon International later in the year, and also $300 cash. And the best performing female was Caroline Massidi, who made Alright, so what do you want to do these? Aaron, do you want to say a few words?
You're obviously all kind of thank Chris enough for what he does. It's obviously still hard to believe what he does and continues to do. So thank you, Chris, again for Reventon. I think what you're trying to do is for a while there we used to have tournaments and they weren't events, they were just tournaments. It was just run normal, something special, whereas what you're doing today and so forth, these tournaments, it's really something special. The atmosphere, a few times during the day was the best that I've seen in the tournament for ages. And even now, the atmosphere is, everyone here is absolutely good. So it's becoming a real event like when I was young, we were playing tournaments, it felt like that, and it's starting to feel that again. So well done on that. Paul, George, and all the referees who also helped out made a big part of that. It was a special thing. Bad luck, Ben. Obviously, massive day for both of us. Very, very long day, so it's been hard. It's been on a great show at the end, but bad luck to you. Just like to thank you to everyone here, like Chris himself, done the match play together, that's done really well. And thank all the players for playing around and supporting us again. And getting -6 entries was a fantastic effort by everyone to get that. I know how hard George and everyone else worked. Chris, make sure we're supported as well. So thank you.
Four now, semi-finalists, Adrian Reventon. Adrian also won the blue spot challenge, so well done. And also raised how much you raised?
Yeah, $580.
That's actually 1,180 to match it, so it's a big effort, it's a fun event. I apologise I couldn't be here today, Chris being like attendance, so I was regretful that I couldn't be here, but I heard it was a great event, and it's something that we do every one of our events. We've raised almost $8,000 in this event, which is going to go towards the Reventon Foundation. By the end of the year, it's going to be anywhere in the vicinity of $15,000 to $30,000 that we're going to raise for the Reventon Foundation. We put a lot of time and effort. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that have helped make this event come together, so I'd like to mention them all. George Reynen, office numerous times, Paul Crosby, put on a great event, all the referees, all the players. I don't remember the last time we got 96 runners in an event, so it's very commendable for everyone that tried to do that. We're going to close it off at, I think it was 81. I said, keep them open until Sunday. I was in Canberra, I started calling people, George was calling people, we've got 96 runners. So it was a big effort and a big achievement. So I think collectively we're going to really start to get some good down. We're going to create this great experience and really take our sport to where it needs to be. So I'll continue with the formalities. Charlie.
Oh, go Charlie, go Charlie.
Robby Foldvari.
Hey! Ben Van Den, Farnsworth.
Yeah, I'm coming. Sweet. There we go.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you.
All over.
126, thank you. There was also 4 centuries made. Well done to everyone who made centuries. $100, $200 goes towards charity for every century made. Dan, CueballTV, everyone who helped commentate, which is really helpful. Yeah, trying to help build the sport, so commentary is really going to help us do that. All the players that stayed around. Played event, which was won by Ben Foster. Well done, mate.
Well done, Ben.
16 years old, mate, came runner-up, so well done, Mark.
Thank you very much. Mark had to go, he was doing exams tomorrow, and he was studying all day. He was studying during the tournament, the Harrow and he wanted me to say, first of all, thanks to Ben for the game and put all the balls in the one. Ben, yeah, congratulations and congratulations to Aaron and Ben Aaron came up as a junior as well, and I watched him grow up. A few times when he was 12 years old, as well as the other players as well. And Mark wanted to say thank you for all the
Well done.
this is going to help.
Well done. Well done.
Well done. Classic and all the future events. We're preparing to do massive events in December, so I think it's 128 runners we expect to get into the national. 12 qualifiers for the Masters. So So get your queues up there and practice a lot of those events. Overall, we're over the moon. We've got 96 runners. We raised 7-8 grand for charity. He's got behind the event, and well, I think we're starting to see that we all stay to the end of the event and build some atmosphere. It's only going to get better and better. My goal is, as I said, every player that's in this event, bring 2 people along with you just to watch the final. 96, they're already at 300. When it comes to December, when I'm trying to attract major sponsors to really help our sport take to the next level, I know I can help them with our sponsorship. If you guys can come and support these events and create a good atmosphere, I'll be able to do sponsorship. That's my commitment to the sport, but I need your help to do it. Thank you everyone who supported me to be able to run this event. All suggestions are welcome how we make this event bigger and better, because our goal is for it to keep growing. Reventon pledged every single year our prize money will increase. Since 2016, we took over when James won his first event. That was at 10,000 the following year was at 12. This year's at 15, plus we've added 3 triple crown events and we're supporting more events. If you guys support us, we're going to support you guys in a big way. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next event.
Let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow. It's a area of finances, capital investments, capital management, accounting, and financial planning are looked after in an exceptional capacity, all under the same roof. When hiring Reventon, you are hiring a team of professionals to support you in your investment and financial decisions. Your future is Reventon's future. So, let's talk about a more prosperous tomorrow today.